Top of the top. What's up? What's up? We back again on this Thursday. Once again, the week is flying and we up as normal. As normal. This is where the normal people be at anyway. What's up, y'all? Top of the top. What's good, y'all? We back. The saga continues. So that's what it is. It's that season. We in that season again. So just gonna get into it, man. How things going out there for y'all? What's up? What's up, Patrick? Hold up. Something was going on. I couldn't see. Oh, something. I was looking at the other chat and I see the purple. I don't know what's up with that, but appreciate everybody that's been supporting the channel. Salute to the new people. Appreciate everybody that's here. The saga continues, the end of an era. Yeah, we watching it live. What's up, y'all? What's up, everybody? Good to see all of y'all this morning. Y'all know what's up. What's up, LJ? What's up, Tiger? What's up? What's up, Uncle Dog? What's up? See that Jimmy stuff? Oh, yeah. See, it was funny. I couldn't find a picture. I had a picture. I was trying to find it, man. The picture. Remember the picture I had with Diddy, R. Kelly, and Jimmy Kimmel? Yeah, I'm telling you, man. See, Jimmy Kimmel's at. He wouldn't stop. He's another one. He wouldn't stop, y'all. It told you it's revenge. His ass ghosts. As of right now, he got to apologize. He got a lot of shit he got to do. He got to donate some money. If he want to get back right, it's a lot of stuff he got to do. But as of now, he canceled. Yeah. Jimmy Kimmel was part of the woke movement, man. He was part of woke Hollywood. He was one of the main gaslighters. So this is my thing, right? I used to see, just minding my business. Like I said, 7 in the morning, Gail come on. She talk her smoke throughout the day. Then as they do, check it out. Boom. After Gail, then Whoopi Goldberg and them come on The View. They'll throw their shots. Then the news running all day. CBS, CNN, all the news running all day. Then online, people talking all day, talking trash all day. Then at night, Jimmy Kimmel and Steve Colbert talking shit at night. So like I said, this is my proof of how they control all platforms of media. And they just had this big world going of hate. So I'm saying that's all it was. So that's it, man. People didn't want to stop. So if people would have just stopped last year, it should have been all right. But like I said, this is when I knew that just because they're rich doesn't mean they're smart and aware of everything. And this when I really started to see that they were really stupid, y'all. Yeah, because they did a lot of certain things they did when I was able to see, oh shit, they really are brainwashed for real. They really are. They're brainwashed, and their job is to brainwash us. That's it. It's that simple, y'all. Let's go. What's up, DJ Stacy? What's up? What's up? Hey, we got a lot of new people. What's up? What's up? Also Cinderella. What's up, everybody? All right, what's up, Kim Luda? Shout out to everybody. What's up? Y'all know the family. I know y'all. So that's it. Let's get into it. Because I did start a little early, but yeah, yesterday, shit was hilarious, man. Yo. Yeah, we got some more jokes today, man. We got some more jokes. Let's go, man. Let's just go. Oh, man. So Cardi B on TV, y'all. Cardi B is on TV. But she was on CBS because that's Hollywood station. Cardi B is down with Gail and them, so they try to help out, and this is her last run. This their last chance to get a run on TV, period. Yeah. So something shocked me when I saw the TV. For some reason, Cardi B looked darker. But I saw her the whole summer. She didn't look darker. But Cardi didn't know about how we know about this thing called the black and white game. Also, when I told people you being replaced on a lot of levels. People trying to steal the way you look. People stole your styles. People from different races stole your shit. People from different sets, everything. No, you guys are being canceled and your shit is stolen. When I said you're not the face, Cardi B had to paint her face black. People thought I was playing. Okay, now you give me a rapping female that's bigger than Cardi B. Meaning, give me a rapping female that's on national TV. Everybody else on the internet, like I said, y'all. And the only reason why Cardi B was on the TV is because of her political affiliations. That is the only reason why. They're trying to help and sustain her because They also know Cardi B is one of the last ones they got left as a connection to the young people. That's all they got left. But it's not going to work. So you clearly see the black and white game. See that? Did you see Cardi put on a BlkFace? They don't know we already winning all of this. Yeah. So I'm just showing you, man. Why you ain't want to be you, everybody wanted to be you. And everybody gets to the bag. I told you Cardi B is a mutt. They all play both games. Yeah, she about to go white too soon. Yeah, she about to go white and she gonna start making Spanish music. No. Cardi B is out of it. She got that in her. Put it like that. But look, all you gotta know, do you see it for yourself? All right. So when people have been talking about this culture vulture stuff, and I told you America is the home of race, the home of playing the race game, but it's also the home of mutts, where everybody gonna say who they are, but you're not really gonna know who they are unless you got proof. This is why I said it was always had to be everybody is one. I know everybody ain't one because I know what I be looking at. And you get it? That's all I wanted you to see, how this is how they play the game. Cardi B sitting down with Gayle. They assume Gayle got those black women watching from Chicago, them older women and them younger ones. Tell you she was on Jennifer Hudson. I get it clear. Cardi B been doing a black campaign. That's right. Cardi B knows she's washed up. I'm going to keep telling you again. They all know they washed up with Pop America. Corporate America, they're washed up. They know all they have left is the people that are brainwashed by their music and want to be their fans. That's it. So, to prove to you, Cardi is doing a black campaign. Jennifer Hudson, Gayleking in 1 week, magically with a tan on. Do you see this? I told you, everybody want to be black, but then they don't want to be black. When it comes to getting money, they want to be black. When it comes to getting in trouble, they want to be black. When it comes to speaking up, they want to be black. Telling you, man. Told y'all this is the black card they've been playing forever. Do you know how many people came to this country and played this fucking game their whole life, but don't want nothing to do with you? Cardi B. Y'all made, you fans, you made a woman a star that can't even write raps. Her career started on social media. Who made her star? If I had to be racist, which race made her star? Which race loves them some Cardi B? No, I got to say that because she got on a BlkFace. If she ain't having a BlkFace, I want to talk about race. But she's playing a race game. Told you. Everybody talks about trans. Who made trans famous? Who was the main people thought it was cute at first? No, I'm saying it for a reason because you guys got replaced. All right? This is nothing but real shit on this channel. It's for adults only. All right? This channel is 100,000% minor proof. And around here, you just going to get real talk. All right? Let's go. Because we're moving on. We're moving on. And people got to learn from their mistakes. Even R. Kelly know this was some bullshit. What else am I telling you about Gayleking? See, this is what the world, let me show you how it all plays out. If you asleep, you don't even know Gayleking ass is canceled. She in her last days. If you sleep, you don't know Cardi B is in her last days. This is their last chance to be on TV, and they're taking full advantage. But another clue I got for you. You should know Cardi B is finished because when a rapper sits on that show, when somebody from the black community or somebody that make black music sit on that show, I told you, R. Kelly was the clue. When he sat on that show, that was over for him. It was it. Nail in his coffin. Same thing for Cardi B. Nail in her coffin. Do you know this woman is saying she's pregnant by Stephon Diggs, that football player? I see the advertisement. Cardi B will be talking about family. No, family became her gimmick when she couldn't fucking rap. They all use family for gimmick and marketing schemes. The family persona is the gimmick they used to be recognized from all households. See, let me play the race game. I'm white. I don't know about Cardi B. I don't know about her raps, but she has a nice family. Wow. I didn't know she was so nice like that. These are the gimmicks they were playing. But they show you they be ass backwards. She'll be talking about freak. That song, Wet Ass Coochie, no. WAP really stand for whack ass. That's what it stands for. See, Cardi B was a freak. Offset talked about how many girls he put his penis in her mouth, and then they got married after that and had kids. But are they a real family? Okay, then. Do you have any proof that Offset and Cardi B graduated from high school? Are they a real family? Do you have any proof? All right, then. No. They live in a world where you put two people together, you make them breed like dogs, and you call them a family. That's their world. That's why I got tricked so much with, well, he do got kids. He got kids, though. No, they make them breed like fucking animals. Yeah, they got kids, but they're animals. Meanwhile, I told you guys to get in trouble. Cardi B is black now. No, Cardi B is African. Cardi B is Jamaican. I don't know. But I already showed y'all Cardi B is finished, and we laughed at her on Sunday because they turned her into a bootlegger. Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy. 2 for $5. If Cardi B wasn't a rapper, this is exactly what she would have been doing. All right? So, this is also a joke on black people. Where y'all at, black people? It's a joke. We outside. Where y'all at? This is a lot of jokes in this shit, y'all. Black people, where you at? We outside. Look, where the fuck y'all at? There's a lot of jokes going on, man. Yeah. Remember when I said it ain't gonna be too many more BlkFace on TV? They thought I was playing. Cardi B know that. That's why she paid her face black. I guess I'm the new black woman now. Yeah, they're all finished. I have no competition at all. All right? Meanwhile, I want you to see how it's played. Her and Remy both from the Bronx. Remy's being dragged with a battle rapper about some papoose shit. Cardi B's on TV. But the one that can rap is the one getting dragged online. The one that can't rap is on national TV. Hopefully you see the game now. The plan was to destroy y'all culture with no talented artists. That was the whole plan. With no, put R. Kelly ass in jail. I told you ever since that happened. When this happened, y'all, I told the world R&B was dead. Never coming back. Did I lie to y'all? It choke no joke. You still trying to be this fake ass hero. You the main Negro kept saying R. Kelly coming home. R. Kelly coming home. Yo, I've been talking to R. Kelly peoples. He coming home. I told you choke so broke. Your career was over since then. So that's why all y'all could do is hop on channels, but we watching y'all drown. So R. Kelly was your clue. You sit down with Gayle, that means your career over with. All right? See Cardi B? All right, now let's go. Now you didn't believe she playing a black card. There you go. Here's Cardi B. Look, y'all see what they made Cardi B? Y'all see they made her destroy her face, right? Yeah. You see what they made her do to her face, right? That's right. That's the Hollywood game. You're going to turn your face into the fucking Statue of Liberty. That's what you're going to do. No, man. Cardi's a witch. You see what they made her do to her face, right? Yeah. They made her turn into Medusa. Meanwhile, Cardi B is on national TV with a fake-ass tan. Y'all kept talking about Kim K. Y'all call white people culture vultures. What the fuck is this? And if I asked you to prove to me Cardi B's nationality, I bet you couldn't do it. We up. What's up, Lorraine? All right, let's go. All right, because we got to talk about some stuff today. Now, you see this shit, right? Okay. Mind you, she's talking about kids out of wedlock. Cardi B confirmed she pregnant with Stephon Diggs' child. Allegedly, first they said he had a child on her. Now she pregnant by him. Either way, Cardi B, what you don't get is nobody cares. So what I'm actually showing y'all is Cardi B sitting in national TV, actually trying to promote herself as this mom and this woman with these kids. But really, she's a straight embarrassment. And I just think they wanted her for rating. I don't know what the fuck this about. All I know is that shit looked stupid. And what she was talking about was stupid. Now, let's get into Jimmy Kimmel. Because I'm showing you, Gayleking did this. Gayleking is already over. Gayleking is already getting her payback for what she did to R. Kelly. See, when Gayleking sat down with R. Kelly, she didn't know a few years later, her ass is going to be gone too. So like I said, it's not about them all going to jail. It's about their careers being over and about them being embarrassed, like Jimmy Kimmel, off the TV. Y'all know he was the king of late night. Then you heard about Howard Stern, another powerful voice. He was dealing with a shakeup. Yeah, y'all. So when I told you this ain't about race, it's just that black entertainment got gaslit to follow everything. And then they taught you to follow everything. And now they're the ones getting blamed for everything, just like you are. That was the whole shit. That's the whole thing. Yes. Meanwhile, it's all tied together. The Diddy list, the Ep list, they playing these games. They all twisted and tangled up. It's a lot of names and a lot of names and a lot of names and a lot of names. There's a lot of stuff going on. I don't know everything, but I know who's getting blamed for everything. I know that for a fact. I know who's not escaping. That's right. I used to be a comedian. Now I'm just a joke. Yeah, because they shows became corny and dry because they just kept talking about the same thing. So, once again, when I said anybody affiliated with the diddler, they're not going to survive. They all got diddled some kind of way. See that? And remember, don't forget this. A picture is just a picture. But I think Jimmy and Diddy was a little bit more tighter than what we think. Yeah. But just know, Jimmy, one of the voices of the woke move. See, I spoke about all this shit. See, another thing why a lot of people not getting it. Because, in my opinion, the diddler wasn't who we thought he was or who they thought he was. See, you know Diddy for talking about vote or die. But I don't think you really might have known what side he really on. So that's a clue for you. Salute, QBD. Appreciate it, bro. Top of the top. We up every morning. Yeah. So play a game called Guessing Diddy's Affiliation Politically. If you can do that, then, hey, you might be smart. Let's go. Suspended Jimmy Kimmel late night show indefinitely. His ass on punishment. His ass canceled. Beginning on Wednesday, after comments that he made about Charlie Kirk. What is this also? I told you. They're not playing. See, let me show you how this thing works. Appreciate it, bro. When I say everything is from the top to the bottom, what happens to rich people affects the common people. What happens with common people affects rich people. If common people don't shop, rich people don't get paid. It's always connected together. Now, Jimmy Kimmel is just like Ellen. Remember, Ellen had what? Daytime TV. This is what I'm trying to show y'all. You see how Jimmy Kimmel has a big, major American platform. And he was talking about some stuff he should not have been talking about the way he been talking about it. So guess what's happening? They making an example out of Jimmy Kimmel so the rest of y'all to get it clear. You cannot just be saying stuff out your mouth just because you want to say so. If you don't got the proper facts, if you're not speaking in the right content or context or whatever you want to say, that's what it's about. They're letting all of y'all know. They showed you with Steve Colbert. They know a lot of y'all are slow. So they've been trying to show y'all. You see these rich people? You see these big people high up? We're showing you. We're not in the time of just talking reckless no more. That's what it's about. Now, if we doing this to people paid millions on national TV, what you think they're going to do to people that don't got no power? When I said, y'all all are in the pyramid and y'all all are being tracked and watched. Everybody that was in woke movements, everybody that talks political talk, everybody that's highly into racism, everybody that pushes agenda, everybody that gaslights. Platforms are for entertainment, making money, people paying for what they want to see, you providing a service of what people want to see. It is not for politics. Politics is for election season. I mean, politics is for your city, shit like that. Mayor, governor. It's a time for politics. You idiots started talking about politics 24/7, 365 days a year, which made all platforms boring, corny. You guys were in a bunch of fake movements going in circles, because no matter what movement you join, you should know by now you're not going to stop nothing. But you guys like to antagonize, and this behavior was taught and breeded. So you know those people we always talk about? They didn't used to be debating people. They didn't spend their time being political all day. No, they got breeded in the politics. Once again, they got breeded in the politics. Whatever they want them people to be, they breed that shit into them. And they did that meaning once it's breeded in their DNA, they can't stop. So, see, they had to spank up Jimmy Kimmel to let y'all know. Now, I've been giving y'all the clues. When I said it ain't about race, I showed you Ellen on the run. But Jimmy Kimmel was thinking he's not like Ellen. So I told you, they all going to play this game. Some going to run. Some going to stick around. It ain't me. I think they forgot about me. That's what he was trying to do. They all are together. So hopefully you can put it together. Oprah, Jimmy Kimmel, Tyler Perry, Harvey Weinstein, God damn it, damedash father. They all together. Guess what side of Diddler on? Now, ABC suspends Jimmy Kimmel late night show indefinitely over his remarks about Charlie. So remember last week when I told you, I said I see a lot of people talking about Charlie, huh? Then y'all know you know what I do, right? So yeah. Y'all know I stay trolling 24/7, right? People don't get it yet. So when I told you stuff like Charlie, I ain't talking about that. Then I came back and told y'all why I ain't talking about it. You see why? I don't need nobody to tell me shit. This is your proof. This is your warning. A lot of people are going to be canceled. When I said anybody platform based on talking about politics and race, and you make money, and you got a big fan base, you on the chopping block. See, I might can get away with talking about politics and race, but if you got a big platform and they go see you making a lot of money off that race talk, you making a lot of money off that 47 bashing, uh-oh. So remember I told you all, everybody will get their day. And I'm going to say this again. If you are the type to mind your own business, if you are a good person, if you don't bother nobody, you don't have nothing to worry about. So don't let the broke lighters gas you up. See, what's happening? That's what's going on. Remember when you was growing up as a kid? Remember, these people are children. Let's go back in the children land. Remember? Your brother, your cousin, or somebody, they got caught. And they talking about we. When mama come home, we in trouble. What you mean we? I ain't do nothing. You did it. That's the shit they doing. People that's fucked up in life, they on this we shit. Man, we got to do this. No, we don't. That's you. See, people that's fucked up and know they about to get a lot of smoke, they're trying to say, come on, y'all, let's go. We, us. This is all of us. No, it ain't. So, this is what you got to do. You got to see what's going on. You got to slide to the left. You got to stand away from that shit. And you got to ask yourself, hold up, why am I fighting? Why am I mad? What's the fuck going on? Why? Because everybody who asks grass, they gaslighting everybody else to go down with them. That's all that's happening, y'all. So, and it's a lot of agents online trying to get your ass ruined. Yeah, it's a lot of agents online on all platforms. They're trying to bait a lot of y'all to get caught up. Yeah, so they're trying to get y'all caught up in hate crimes. So look, yeah, we'll see what's going on too, y'all. This is what you're going to watch. This is what's happening, man. It's about to be a major censorship. It already is. But they know a lot of people not going to get it through their head. I already know what's going to happen. I gave y'all a clue. I said in no other country can you talk about government like that. Y'all know this already. But I was telling you, America's going to be like everywhere else. Pick a place. You're not going to disrespect the gov. On a national platform, do that shit in Asia. Do that shit in Russia. Anywhere. They know it's not going to happen, y'all. So they let this game go on to turn everybody into idiots, to make everybody look like rebellious souls that don't respect law no more. Now we got an excuse for y'all, all right? But all you're going to know is this. Since that woke movement, y'all, so many towns have been flooded. So many towns have been fired. I've been told y'all since January, the numbers dropping online because the woke movement was online. And a lot of people was online with the woke movement. So when I told you a lot of numbers decreased, man, I know what happened. I know what's up. Whole communities got flooded. Whole communities got fired. Family, it was over 10 city evacuations this year. A lot of people were not online no more. But a lot of them, because, see, I know how America is. Some communities are woke communities, meaning that's the fad. That's what the whole town on that shit. That's how they do. So somehow some shit just started happening. No. Guess who else with the woke movement? All the junkies, all the dope heads. Guess who else with the woke movement? Everybody who was anti-society, for one. Everybody sleeping in cars. Everybody was a robber, a thief, a criminal. They all with the shit. Because the real movement was anti-America, anti-society, anti-get it, banking, anti-corporation. That's really what the woke movement was. Why you think when they went marching, they was fucking up corporations? No, y'all, that shit was really some foreign entity shit, man. Told you back in the day, right? You remember when they was always talking about communism? The woke movement was really a communist movement, y'all. That's really what it was. So I kept telling people, if y'all don't stop, y'all gonna get put in that terrorist category. They ain't believe me though, y'all. It was all the test runners set all y'all up for failure. They needed an excuse. So look. Okay, a lot of y'all was talking about knowledge, information, Illuminati. Y'all kept talking about population control. Well, you didn't think the population control was gonna come from people hanging themselves, getting their ass flushed out, right? That's what happened. The population control was the population control they put on themselves. The population couldn't control themselves, so they had to be controlled, contained. Then again, I don't know, just natural weather. But just know, a percentage of the population have been reduced. These are facts. Guess what else? It's also starting to show through corporation because they're talking about how these apps are losing money. It's being proven on the stock market. Yes, all this shit coming to the light, y'all. Jimmy Kimmel says he wants to be P. Diddy's running mate in resurfaced video. This is from 2018 when I said Jimmy Kimmel and Diddy might have been tighter than we all thought. But once again, when I showed y'all that picture of Diddy, Jimmy Kimmel, and R. Kelly, I was telling y'all, the hints are in the pictures. And I told you back then, Jimmy Kimmel is not going to escape. When I said it's all in accordance to who they're going to deal with when they're going to get him. So let's bring it back to black entertainment. When I said they can keep tap dancing, play, it doesn't matter. They are showing all of y'all. Anybody affiliated with the wrong people, if you got history with these people, don't matter. You don't know what's going to come up, and you don't know when you next. All together, y'all. It's all together. Jimmy Kimmel says January 20th will be his last show. I'm leaving for Europe the next morning and never coming back. He's getting out of town before the F and Diddy lists are released. Huh? That's what they saying. Ellen Rand told you Ellen ain't playing with nobody. Ellen said, I'm not going to be in no American jail. I'm not playing with none of y'all. So, since last year, what I told him, Ellen is the clue. But when I said Ellen is the clue, everybody in America was still perpetrating like, it ain't me. I'm not in no trouble. I didn't do nothing. They kept perpetrating. No, Ellen was not playing. They all been perpetrating a fraud to the American public. That's what they've been doing. All right? So get this clear. After today, you should get it clear. Anybody that did not vote for 47, that's one thing. But if you was against him, if you are on the record going against him, if you are down with the people going against him, meaning not just him, the whole shit, the whole changing of America, anybody against the direction the country going in, that's it for them. But it's not about that because they already documented. It's just a matter of when. They already know who. Thank you very much, Pillsbury. The entertainers and regular people are extreme liberals using Charlie's to next election backfire them. Plus, Jay-Z been broke for over 10 years. They've been playing a lot of games, y'all. Oh, guess what? I got something else for y'all today too, y'all. I was the one to tell y'all that Jay-Z was never no real executive. You know how I do, right? You know I like to say shit. I like to wait, and then I like to prove it to y'all later on when I feel like it. Y'all know the vibe. So today I will prove to y'all Jay-Z was never an executive. Never. 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 All right? So I'm going to show y'all how y'all was put in the biggest world ever. But they still loves a man that lied the fuck to their ass. Let's go. Now, you see this picture? Update. What do you notice about this picture? Let's go back into hip-hop glory days when the pop star punks took over it. All right? Let's get into where the punks were getting rich off hip-hop and stunting in our faces. Are you willing to accept all of them are punks? Are you willing to accept all of them are just like Diddy yet? These are some of the executives. But if you don't get it's over. And if you don't get it's going to all be over. Pay attention to this real quick. Where's Andre Harrell at? The man to the right. The man to the right, for people that don't know around the world, that is the guy who Diddy used to work for. When the Diddler was a dancer, he worked for a man named Andre Harrell. At the time when Heavy D became a superstar, this is the man that brought you all of these things. Andre Harrell to the right. It is also alleged and rumored that Andre Harrell to the right had an apartment with Russell Simmons and they were lovers. That's alleged. But if they wasn't lovers, let's say they were business partners. But just know they go back. Russell Simmons was a manager. But let's look at the picture again. Andre Harrell is dead. Russell Simmons, he lives in Bali, Indonesia. The founder of Def Jam. The Diddler, who comes from the family tree. The family tree is right here in your face. I got it for y'all. Diddy come from Andre Harrell and Russell. They all three gave birth to Jay-Z. Steve Stout, the enforcer with the bald head next to Russell. To this day, they all hanging on Steve Stout. That's why you hear Dame Dad talking about Steve Stout, Cameron, Steve Stout, because they still hanging on to the same tree. Meanwhile, I told you already, they're all fucking finished and nothing they're going to do about it. They just need to get the rest of the money they can get, but they are finished. Now, let's go back to this picture. Is it a coincidence? The top executive that cut the check for all of these bitches that started the rush card, he lives out the country because he got tipped off. Ever since then, I told you, they're going to keep walking around perpetrating a fraud. If they're from the same family, if my cousin is accused, my fucking uncle is accused, my nephew is accused, how the hell do I think I'm straight? Or should I not at least have the dignity to at least be with my family? Fuck it. No, this thing called America is a gold mine. But for them, the black community is their gold mine. So if that was their gold mine, they don't want to leave. You get it? If the black community is their gold mine, why should they want to leave? As long as they get to sit around, they're going to get this money. All right? And that's what it is. These are the gatekeepers of the game. These are the ones that have been the gatekeepers. The question is, where the fuck they at now? Nobody in this picture is in good standards. Now, Andre Harrell was, but he's dead. Nobody. I'm going to say it again. What made you Negroes think Jay-Z was going to escape? You thought Jay-Z was bigger than them, but he never was. I told you, y'all all are, boy, I'm telling you. Because they still talking about him. I saw Meek Mill, Memphis Bleek with that janky-ass Rockefeller hat on. He turned Memphis Bleek to a mascot. Memphis Bleek is sitting down with Shannonsharpe. And they're finished. You never saw Shannon interview Memphis Bleek. They trying to keep Jay-Z alive so bad. Rock Nation in the dirt. Memphis Bleek, why you still wearing that hat? We all know you with Rock Nation, bro. You look like a fucking puppet. You guys are idiots. Jay-Z can't do nothing for y'all. Huh? He never was them. That's what y'all don't get. He never was them. He always was under them. When he came out with that Sean Dot Carter sneaker, that was because of Steve Stout. He was never them. Just know they played with him first. Know that part.
Trust me on that. It's already proven. Diddy controlled Jay-Z ads from 1996. These are facts, punks. I'm talking about you, punk, still acting like you got beef with Jay-Z, but you ain't do shit yet because y'all ain't got no real beef, punk. That's right. This when they turned Jay-Z into a mascot. Russell said, you gonna do it. Nah, I don't do the rock the vote stuff no more. We're not doing it this year. Nah, we don't want nothing to do with that campaign. You're gonna do it. Why am I showing you this? This part of why his ass in trouble to this day. Because when he started doing this, he started thinking he was God. He actually thought that was his brother in the White House, dummy. He actually forgot where he came from. So, he's by himself. So, guess what else? I already told you he wasn't going to get that casino deal. I told y'all that last year. Stupid. Why? The people in Manhattan are not dumb like the citizens of Brooklyn. They said, Negro, you ain't coming to Manhattan with that bullshit. You not coming to Manhattan with these false promises. What you going to do? Nigga, we saw what you did to Brooklyn. You lied and said you own this shit, but you a liar. Get your ass out of here. I already showed you last year when them people was already protesting against him. But like I said, he controls black media. So to y'all, it's news today. Jay-Z didn't get the casino. Jay-Z didn't get the casino. Johnny come lately. Told you last year he wasn't going to get it. Now y'all news is like 8 months late now. Y'all so fucked up. But also I like the way they post the news, right? Because when they post Jay-Z shit, they make it like, our hero didn't get it. You niggas still got false hope. That's why you're going to keep getting your ass whipped. And I love it. Why? Told you already. Told you already. Dummies, focus on this picture. Get it through your head. Make it real clear. What's up, D-Hawk? You see what he's doing? Guess this don't work for him now. What good is this for him now? Are you getting it? Somebody lives in London. Somebody ain't good no more. Somebody, right. Then on top of that, you see my homegirl right there? Guess who didn't help her with her shit? Guess who had the feedback report? What did they say? They had a problem with getting black men to vote. Whose job was that? Who had a problem? Who didn't get those black men to vote? Who got them black men still talking about them online all day about fucking rapping? Oh, Rockefeller shit. But who didn't get them black men to vote? And why are those black men obsolete now? How did he get a whole generation from 55 on down to be obsolete? Because they believed in a fool. So like I said, that lady said, I'm going to fix all they motherfucking ass. They're going to embarrass me like this. Think they're going to do this shit to me? Told you, y'all all believe in fantasies. So, if that man told you, I got the man on speed down the White House, whatever the fuck he said, what good is it now? Told you. After he got embarrassed on that Hillary campaign, that fool was pew. Man, that fool been running since 2016. So, if somebody said he's been broke since 2010, it's kind of true. Because the truth is, when he got that title deal, partnership, partnership, they were lying about numbers and net worths. These are facts. Now, you see that man Barry? That's the real king of that nigga. That's the real slickster. That's the real pimp. That's right. That's the real finesse king. Just know that. No, I told you, them politicians ain't nothing to fuck with. No, they turned his ass to a fucking puppet, and now he's exposed and disposed. All right? So you got to know, he's never going nowhere. He only had that clout because of him. I showed you how they describe Jay-Z now. He's a drug dealer. He was the drug dealer for Marcy Project. I showed you that woman was doing a video on Jay-Z asking, how did all these people believe in this guy when he comes from the projects? He was a drug dealer, a criminal. He admitted himself. How did he become this hero? It was a gimmick. Meanwhile, all right, kiss your ass goodbye, Jimmy Kimmel. That was for you too. Told you, y'all, this was for all of their ass. Because all of them was with the team. I already told you, idiots. What did I tell them? After this, he's never coming back. Let's break it back for them. I said he's not going to get no more deals. Nobody's going to do business with him. Told you already. This one I've been knew y'all were stupid. And I also knew y'all still believe in cartoons. Daddy's going to be okay. He's going to be okay. He's going to get over this. He got Memphis Bleak and them niggas working. Like he's going to escape. No, he's smart. He said, if I'm going down, All y'all going down. I mean, y'all all gonna be ruined. Keep showing y'all faces. Keep taking up for me and keep wearing my Rock Nation hats. When I go down, y'all going down. The last thing them dumb fools supposed to be doing is wearing Rock Nation hats. What else y'all didn't put together? Dummies, Breakfast Club, Revolt, Cameron, Revolt, Diddy, Revolt. Then on Revolt, you're going to see the what? Rock Nation hat. Told you they're very simple, guys. Very simple. Very simple. So, when 50 made this, he been telling y'all it's up. That's right. See that woman's face? It was said that she didn't have no black man votes. They said the white man will vote for her. Who you think gonna get blamed for not getting them black men to vote? Now, when they told him to do it, he did it. Remember? All right. When they said, you gonna do it, Jay-Z, he did it. Then he rolled that wave. So I kept telling you, when I showed you Hillary made them kiss and Kanye was trolling them and he got embarrassed, he ain't want nothing to do with politics no more. He said, Pew. So you're going to see he didn't want nothing to do with this woman. But you see that woman's face? You see what that woman had to deal with? I'm going to get them motherfuckers. All of them are finished. Told y'all back then. And I told you that they had no more protection. Then what happened? Somebody came in office. You heard about all these agents getting fired. What's an agent? Well, just look at an agent as a motherfucker that can get away with a whole lot. And you ain't going to know about it. It's very simple. Maybe an agent is a guy that promoted selling drugs and bricks to you, but he never been in prison. And you somehow kept going. Maybe that's an agent. I don't know. All right, but just know, this is the chapter he at. So you see why he live overseas? Because he's not a dummy. He ain't going to sit around and be the next R. Kelly. He ain't going to sit around and be the next Diddy. He going to make it a little harder for them. That's what he's doing, y'all. But what did I tell my people 3-4 years ago when I told you Jay-Z was the butler? I said, family, he shall get his day. And I told you, they say the best for last. So this is why I got this picture for you. Andre Rell dead. Diddy's in the feds. Russell Simmons is banned. Steve Stout is here left struggling, working with Cameron and behind the scenes. He's no good. He's dirt. He's mud. But Steve Stout going to get his day too. Yeah. L.A. Reid is getting his time. Everybody's going to get their day. Trust me. Like Steve Stout, he being used for a cash cow right now. Yeah. Plus, they're still raising up the new generation of executives. But just know, I want you to see this picture. Handpicked, selected by the white man. Racist bitches. What else? Everything the white man didn't want to do no more, he said, y'all will now do it. You guys are going to control this rap game. You're going to control the R&B game. You're going to run this system just like we ran it. Same shit. All right? Y'all always talked about house Negroes. Here's the picture. Update the shit on Wikipedia. Why I want y'all to see this? Because it's people that was so wrapped up in this hip-hop shit, but they don't understand. Those guys right there turned that shit into a goddamn TV show. They the ones that gave it the glitz and the glamour and the spectacles of what you still see to this day, y'all. They the ones that gave it that extra shiny shit, the hype, the glitz, the glamour, but that shit had nothing to do with hip-hop. That shit was about getting money in their pockets. All right? This right here was called Life After Biggie, Life After Tupac. When Tupac said it's about riders and punks, you still don't understand who the punks were yet? All right? So, this is what I've been telling y'all. When this whole shit broke out, y'all, I went into all of this because I was also able to see that people were actually dumb, y'all. There's a lot of ways I saw people dumb as right. Like, I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. Like, people was really with a childish mentality when they actually believed that Jay-Z was over Diddy and everybody, all the executives, they believed Jay-Z was over Russell Simmons too. This when I understood that people didn't know the difference between money and influence. So I went into the whole shit. Now, remember when I said it's about influence, not your money? I get to prove it to y'all today. Now, you keep talking about Jay-Z got $2.6 billion. Did it help him get that casino? Because the biggest trick for y'all I want to be a star. I want to be rich. That's your fucking dream. But what they don't tell you is just because you become a star, just because you get rich, ain't shit gonna change. Unless you change your ways. Unless you educate yourself. It ain't gonna change. Because you guys think your money gets you everywhere. But certain places, I told you, money cannot get you. Because the real wise people know what the real riches are. And if you don't possess them, you shall not enter. So they know what it is. They know what it is. So you know what happened, y'all? Jay-Z tried to pull a 2025 monopoly. He tried to do a Nets part 2. He tried to pull a BlkFace part 2, y'all. This man is he's a wicked piece of crap, but he won't stop. He's smart. That's why I say he used all his smarts for evil. He is a genius. He just used it all for evil. But I'm also here to tell him it don't work no more. Now, this fool knew he was going to be on a run eventually. So yeah, he tried to have it set up where I live in London, but I'm getting that money off that New York casino, chilling. See what I'm saying? So I now gave y'all proof, family. The biggest deal his wife had was $200 million on the table. It got canceled. Casino, canceled. You're not good here, Jay-Z. We don't want your money. We don't want your name on it. We don't want you to do it. None of this shit. You're fucking delusional, idiot. You actually thought you was going to have your name on a casino when you were 100% affiliated with Diddy? When I done showed y'all people from all walks of life showing me the 30-year history between him and Diddy to make it racial. If a white person can break down the 30-year history between him and Diddy, what the hell you think going to happen? No, I was able to watch. Y'all still believe in the dream. You didn't believe in Martin Luther King, but you believed in Jay-Z. They understood that. You didn't believe the other dreams. They had a new one for you, Jay-Z. And you believe it to this day. To this day. When Memphis Bleak sit on Shannonsharpe, they know they got to put Jay-Z name in the title. They know they got to do all this shit. They're fucking scrambling. You never saw Shannonsharpe and Memphis Bleak. When the last time Memphis Bleak dropped some music? No, he fucking Jay-Z mascot. He's Jay-Z right testicle. What's wrong with you? No, you watching them. You watching Jay-Z pimp their ass. Charlamagne, you better have that shirt on. Hey, yo, man. I didn't see you wear that hat in a while. Punking their ass. Meanwhile, they were punking him. Same thing they did to Jay-Z. Jay-Z do to Charlamagne, Memphis Bleak, and the rest of them. He ain't no hero, y'all. And dang, you been washed up, bro. Y'all still beating dead horses out here. Huh? You see that? I pledge allegiance to the flag that all them niggas ass is grass. You see that right here? I've been telling you dummies. They been got sold out. You see New York Mayor Bloomberg, that rich man Bloomberg? Yeah, he know what's up. Told you, man. They family. You not. That's why I said I went into all this, how y'all got gaslit to be with the woke movement. You see them all chilling together? They family, guys. You see Moneybag Joe? You see the vice president? You see them chilling? All right, then. No, they've been telling you. Us against y'all, fool. Woke Hollywood thought they were bigger than them. So they had to give woke Hollywood a nice ass whipping. That's what's happening. So I told you, it ain't just 47. You see them two to the left? They behind that shit too. Jimmy, get his ass. Get him. That's right. He didn't help us get elected neither. He didn't help her. He didn't help her. All right? Jimmy talking all that shit about 47. He didn't go hard trying to get that woman elected. I don't recall seeing her on this show. I don't know. Maybe she was. I don't know. But Jimmy helped her get elected, so I'm going to keep saying it. How they had all these people, but they turned their back on her. Can you see it now? Can you see how they treat her like shit? All right, then, because it wasn't cool. So I showed you the clipping when the president said he don't respect what they did to Joe. And this when they had an agreement. I'm just making that part up. I just get my own narrative. But just know that shit mean, all right, then. Mind you, was this not during the election or right after? It was somewhere around there, somewhere. I don't care. I just knew this meant all them entertainers' ass is finished. Because they didn't know who they was playing with. Now, let's make it clear. Woke Hollywood was going against 47, not supporting the vice, and telling the president to step down. That's 3 strikes. I found got the clarity for you. 3 strikes. People, y'all are actually feeling yourself. Because y'all got more money than them. You got more money than us. You got more fans than us. But you guys forgot we got the power. So, goodbye. Diddy, sit your ass down. Russell, you know what's up. No, I told you. What's the check? These are the check writers. Little kids didn't get the game. They still listen to Damedash, a broke nigga that never got a check in 5-10 years plus. A broke nigga that was a has-been. The check writer's gone already. All right? Dame ain't never write no checks. What else Dame showed you idiots? Well, he called Charlamagne an idiot when I was just talking about you're not a man if you got a boss. But did he come on and tell you he got a boss? I work for Revolt. I got a job. Told you they've been playing. No, let's go. Told you they ass grass. They never coming back. Cuz, Damedash, you with the family too, Negro. It is what it is. You're just a brokest family member. That's it. That's it. This your family, nigga. Period. You gonna tell me Russell Simmons to have both of you niggas wearing Yankee hats? Stop it. All right, Damedash, you know who you was? You was a fake Diddy mixed with Russell Simmons. You take Russell Simmons together with Diddy. That's him. That's all he is. No, y'all, rappers. Today I'm gonna prove to y'all, Jay-Z was always a rapper. He was never a real executive. And he's not an entrepreneur. I'm gonna prove it. When I said he came on the stage with his wife in Atlanta, I said, family, he back in rapper mode. He's back being a rapper again. Because that king and queen shit out the window, that politician shit out the window. I already told y'all, man. He was just the smartest entertainer of all time. He's the richest. And he's the richest, like, singer, rapper. That's it. Get it? He's the most successful entertainer. Financially. Not, get it? Financially. Entertainer. Jay-Z, Whitney Houston, Prince, Michael Jackson, John Lennon. Entertainer. He made the most money out of all of them. That's it. But he's still an entertainer. That's it. That's all he ever was. He entertained you as a politician. See? That's how it works. When I said the actors and everything, he entertained us as an entertainer. Jay-Z, you're going to be entertained. You're going to be, this is what you get it? He entertained us for 4 years as a politician. And then after that, he played the executive role. I'm the corporate man. He played roles, but on paper, he was still a fucking rapper. I'm going to prove it today how y'all live in fantasy land. I'm going to prove to y'all, man, by you staying a kid so long and not educating yourself to real shit, you became a dummy. All right, now let's go. See that? What you not getting? What else you not getting? Best of old world. I told you he ain't getting away. Now, can you see all these people around him? Somehow, everybody in his legacy is getting chipped off. Even Dame is a reflection of Jay-Z's legacy. It doesn't matter. Damedash is also the representation of their legacy being over. Yeah. Man, that Rockefeller shit will never be spoken of again. That shit gonna be dead. Trust me on that. Meaning, if it be repped and any money made off it, won't be them. They gotta sell it. Whatever the fuck they talking about, just know what's up. Because it's a main thing they leaving out. They keep talking about paid in full, but it's something they keep leaving out. And I tell you, they're going to keep sticking their foot in their mouth. They're going to keep eating their own tail because the serpent eats his tail in the end. So, when you sit with Gayleking, it means your career is over. You might not know it because R. Kelly didn't know. When R. Kelly sat down, his dumb ass didn't know his career was already over. And Gayleking was setting his ass up. But I also think she did this shit for you know who. Huh? Bingo. Why? A couple years later, Jay-Z sits down, does an interview with Gayleking. This was a plan to set R. Kelly up, y'all. I'm telling you. I think they told R. Kelly they was going to let him express himself. They was going to let him speak his piece. But no. The plan was get him on camera, get him to act like a fool, get him to be an angry black man, and we got his ass. And they used Gayle to bait his ass. And then you're going to see, after this interview, next thing you know, that man was in prison. Because this is what they needed, because I told you it's about the world. Once they got him on CBS, the world saw that shit. When I said shit like, we always knew, you always heard, okay? You still playing his music. You still supporting him. They were still saying free art. They was talking, they know this. They know blacks, you support everybody, trash. They know all this shit. So, being that the blacks ain't gonna put the fire to R. Kelly, we got to get him on national TV. After this, that's when it all stuck. Got him. Meanwhile, he thought he was going to escape. Now, let's go back to this. Little did Jay-Z know, about 3 to 4 years later, he would be accused of R. Kelly behavior going in a room. Yep. Little did he know, he would be the #1 person accused of being a Diddy affiliate. Because you know what they saying about Jay-Z? This is the main thing they saying about Jay-Z. The main thing they saying about him, you knew exactly what Diddy was doing. That's the charges on him for real. They say it's nowhere in hell you and Beyonce was around and y'all don't know shit about what was going on. Then on top of that, people forgot before that, they said their name was on the other flight list first. Before this whole Diddy shit even started, they been said them and Oprah. They been said that about them. Them Oprah name was on the list. Chris Tucker. You know, they been saying this shit. So like I said, out of all the rumors and allegations, his name on both lists. All right, let's go. Jay-Z backed casino in Times Square voted down because his name is on it. Are y'all fucking stupid? Y'all actually thought he was going to prosper. Told you no prosperity. Nobody with a clean face is going to do no business with him ever again. It doesn't matter. The only game they're playing is the black fan base. That's it. So now he going to keep doing anything they do going to be low-level shit. Yeah, they can do low-level shit. That's about it. Internet-based things, but nothing that got to do with the national public, nothing that got to do with representing this country. Meaning, when tourists come to New York City, you will not be able to say, this Jay-Z casino. Hell no. Any investment he do, he better do that shit behind the scenes. A proposed casino in the heart of Times Square, backed by Caesar's Palace. Jay-Z's Roc Nation and building owner, SL Green Realty, will not be moving forward. So being that Roc Nation had a deal on the table, he told Memphis Bleak and them, put on your clothes, man. Jay-Z made Memphis Bleak a human mascot. I told you they turned niggas into mascots. Ain't no way in hell I be walking away. I would not be walking around with a paper plane hat, you big ass fucking kid. You's a dummy. Y'all all work for Jay-Z. Y'all fucking dumb. No, they had to pull back. Oh, we gonna talk about how damedash got exposed. Yeah, they said, first of all, I don't care about the shit. Like I said, support Revolt, support these idiots. Charlemagne Roc Nation hat, Breakfast Club Revolt. Another cheat code. The only reason why the Breakfast Club been so big, because they syndicate the radio station in every goddamn city in America. They online, that was cheating. And they're also on fucking Revolt. As of now, Revolt is sustaining black entertainment. That's it. If it wasn't for Revolt, they wouldn't have shit. But you're going to see, wherever the check's getting cut, that's where the rapper's going to be at. Are you getting the shit? Meanwhile, nobody watches them for real. Now, why am I saying that? Let's speed it up. I know y'all tired of looking at this shit. How many albums they do with R. Kelly? What album? What when they did an album with R. Kelly, what record label did it come out on? I think it was Def Jam. What they don't get is their legacy is tied in the dirt. And they also, what else they know? They ain't stupid. None of them stupid. They know their stock is dropping. So they better cash out now. They better do something. Now, Jay-Z would have had a 150,000 square foot casino built at the One Astor Plaza office tower. That's also an old sacred building. I'm going to give y'all a clue, too, for those who don't understand. I ain't going to say understand, but the secret to New York history, when you go around Astor Place and all them places, a lot of those buildings are really old mansions. Some of those buildings are royal castles. They really castles, y'all, and mansions they turned into buildings. Facts. So, located at 1515 Broadway, that's the area he thought he was going to build his casino in old New York. Put it like this. The rich elite founders of New York City, that used to be their neighborhoods. Astor Place, all that. Yeah. He thought he was going to build shit around there. You know, all you know, it's parts of New York that have very important history where the rich elite established. Yeah. So this is my point. He tried to put his name in New York history. He thought he was going to put his name on a casino in Manhattan. Sorry. A 54-story building that also houses the Mink-Storff Theater, best known as the home of musical The Lion King, where the theater's at. Exactly where Denzel Washington is working at right now on stage. Yeah. So see, there was a trick too, y'all. Damn, see, my people in New York and around, see, a lot of y'all could have saw Denzel on stage, but Denzel didn't want the black people to know he was doing plays, y'all. That's why you're going to see. Let me show it to y'all. You're going to see. Denzel made sure he promoted the movie he got with Spike Lee for Apple TV. But the whole time Denzel was doing Broadway plays, he didn't promote it to the black community, y'all, because he didn't want the black community to know he was doing plays. So I told the black, I said, look, y'all can go see Denzel for the low ticket right now and get autographs. Denzel didn't want you to know that, y'all. So you're going to see that Broadway play didn't get promoted like that. But I know about it and others, and I showed y'all the shit. Yeah, because he was ashamed of that shit. Yeah. Meanwhile, Denzel ain't got no job. To show you, Jimmy Kimmel, Denzel, same family. Same family. All right? Plus, Spike Lee was, now I will say this. See, remember I told you some people getting spared? Now let me go to Spike Lee and show you why he getting spared. To show you. You heard about Spike Lee dropping that film, right? Okay, now let me give you the proof. Spike Lee was with the Blue. He was with Obama. But guess what else Spike Lee did? He came on the stage for Kamala. He came and did his job for her. Guess what else? Spike Lee still from New York City. What Spike Lee didn't do that I know? I don't know Spike Lee for going against 47 with nothing disrespectful. Because he know goddamn well him and he know. See, this other secret they're not telling you. Let's go back when all the rappers was putting his name in their verses. I'm getting money like Trump. Remember, that's when he was cool. But the other part is y'all don't get is they all stayed at his goddamn locations. Because if you were rich and you come to New York, you had to at least stay at the Trump Plaza at least one time. They all know this. He also would get them comps and shit. He also got golf courses. He also got casinos. He gave them many. They know that shit. But Spike Lee, he know what's up. So you're going to see. Spike Lee was cool with 44. Spike Lee, he campaigned for the vice president, meaning he didn't turn his back on her. Spike Lee didn't say nothing disrespectful about the president. This is why Spike Lee has a current film running on Apple TV, because Spike Lee didn't destroy himself. He understood. He played the game correctly. This is what I was telling you. Everybody is not in trouble. Spike Lee didn't tell Joe to step down. But Spike Lee was on stage campaigning for the vice, but he didn't disrespect 47. I'm giving y'all that whole picture to show you that some people are still good because they didn't do too much. That's it. Everybody that did too much, that made it personal. That's why I'm giving you the whole picture. Because when he was in office, meaning when his daddy was in office, he said disrespectful shit. Yeah, he did. So let's go. It would have, guess what Jay-Z was going to put in the casino? Right here. It would have also included a sports-oriented take on Jay-Z's 40-40 Club. He was going to try to put something to sell that Duce. They said, nope. 40-40 Club, spas, restaurant, and an exclusive hotel within the hotel. A hotel within a hotel. See that? A regular hotel and a high-level shit. He thought he was going to invest with all of this shit. Get it? They said no. Now this was going to happen now. This is what I'm going to assume. This is my whole thing. I'm going to assume. This is what I'm going to assume. You know what's going to happen now? That casino's still going to get built. It's just that his name ain't going to be on it. It wasn't going to be his. He was trying to invest in it. But guess what? It's going to still get built, It's just his name ain't gonna be on it. I guarantee you that. Because they already did the mathematics on how much it's gonna make, or a lot of different things. It's just that it's not gonna be under him. You get that part, you'll get it clear. Now, if Manhattan get a Caesar's Palace, that was also my clue when I told y'all. They already knew all crime had to be erased for them to start building. These are the things I already told you. When the Caesar Palace is in Manhattan, everything will be digital, social credit score, facial rec. By that time, you will not be able to walk in New York City at all unless you verify. By this time in New York City, if they had a casino in Manhattan, they would have a system set up where you walking down the street, it's going to know if you're illegal or not. By you walking down the block, beep, 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 beep. You walk down the block, you get in the goddamn perimeter of that casino. Police start pulling up on you. Where you going at? Where you going at? You better get out this fucking district. That's how it's going to be. Something like that. Now, I'm saying it for a reason, to show you nobody's good. What I'm also showing y'all, when I said about influence and legacy, the part of Jay-Z legacy, y'all keep forgetting. See, y'all proud of Jay-Z. You proud of him, right? What's his legacy for real, y'all? Let's see how smart y'all are. What is his foundation? If you understand his real legacy and his real foundation, that is the proof why in the end, his legacy was never going to be praised. What's his legacy, y'all? I'm reading the chat. What's his real legacy? Who is he? All right, make it clear for y'all. When I say he's not a real executive, he don't have beginnings as these guys. You see all those guys right there? They got college in their fucking beginnings. He doesn't. His beginnings is drug dealing, y'all. What is wrong with y'all? It's drug dealing. That's his history. It's part of his legacy. So when your foundation is drug dealer, you're not going to get no glory in the end. That was for the streets to believe that shit. That was for y'all to glorify him for 30 years, dummies. He's not a hero. Now I'm going to prove to y'all he was never a real executive or a real entrepreneur. Let me speed it up. I like to deal with facts. All right? Wikipedia will announce you as your real American status. Jay-Z, American rapper and businessman. So this is what I will give him. When he told us he was a businessman, he was telling the truth because he's a businessman. Now let's break it down to the big-ass kids of fantasy land. Just because you're a businessman does not make you an executive. Just because you're a businessman does not mean you're an entrepreneur. Remember when I kept saying he don't even have a business degree. He don't even have paperwork and none of that shit. Meaning in the real world it's not respected. This is also when I said there's no proof on shit. American rapper. See what y'all didn't get, little kids. I'm talking about you big ass boys. He was a rapper that became a good businessman, a smart businessman, a sharp businessman. That's why he got the money. But I know his businessman was really his hustling skills from the street. But he's recognized as an American rapper and businessman. Now let me show you an executive. See L.A. Reid? The one that also worked for Arista Records for Clive, that ran that whole Atlanta shit, TLC. Usher, what it says, American executive and former CEO. What I'm also showing you, L.A. Reid, he has charges on him right now. Now, he's not in this picture with his family, but I'm going to give you all the executives ass in fucking trouble. The check writers, finished. My keep giving you the proof, the game over. And I also gave you the proof that damedash was a fucking fake CEO and a fake executive. See how they read? American executive, former CEO. They put Jay-Z in a chair, but he was always a rapper. His CEO was tied in the man. It was split money. See that? American rapper and businessman. Bro, if you start working deals for yourself right now, you're going to be called a businessman, bro. That's all it's going to be. You come up with a product, bro, you get rich, they're going to call you a businessman. He was a smart businessman. He was smart how he did that. That's all he was, a businessman. Never was an executive, y'all. Never. They don't even call him an entrepreneur. Why, jackasses? You can't be called an entrepreneur when you're selling title off. When it's proven on paper, your businesses are failing. Let me get a real history, jackasses. I'm talking to you big-ass black boys. You're not an entrepreneur if you don't make other people rich. And I told you, Negroes, Jay-Z don't make nobody rich. You're not an entrepreneur if you don't start a company that's on the shelf, that's on a market, that's being shown on TV. You're not an entrepreneur. You're a businessman. Entrepreneur make other people rich. Businessman make money for themselves. So I told you, pickleheads, you've been played and you're going to keep being played. Now, today is showing that you are fucking ignorant and you didn't grow up and you still believe in characters. Everybody believe in Jay-Z, you know what I mean? Black man down. Black man down. They're finished. They didn't get it, y'all. They didn't get it. They didn't grow up. So when I tell you it's been a lot of jokes and pranks, now I get to show you this what everybody always knew. These are the secret jokes. Now let me go into the smart people. You heard about, look, man, the Matrix is a world. If you watch the movie, it's going to tell you. It is things in this world unseen and heard, but they exist. You call them the powers that be. When I say it is unwritten rules, it's a lot of secret jokes. This is what they do that you don't comprehend. You live in a world, you're going to believe he's an entrepreneur. You're going to believe everything he says. But the people behind the curtain, they know the truth. And this is why I say, this is how they get to laugh at y'all. And they've been doing it for years because you believe the shit. So when I say people don't respect y'all for many reasons, no, you can't believe he's an executive. And you put all your faith in the man. You believe he was a politician. But they looking at it like they actually bought it, guys. John, they bought it. They actually believed the shit. They believed everything. You mean we made a rapper? They bought it? There you go. You can't be a politician or entrepreneur, y'all, unless you go to college. You got to do something. You got to have paperwork. See, that's why I tell you about the fake world. Now, I want you to get the same. Jay-Z been doing this shit his whole life. This the same shit they doing playing media games right now. Damage control. No, his whole life been fraud. When you're a fraud, you got to keep being a fraud. You got to keep the shit going. But I'm not saying he's a fraud because I say so. I gave you the proof. They turned him into the politician. They made Jay-Z be fake. They made Jay-Z be fake. They did it. It was them. You're going to be the biggest drug dealer. We all going to support you. We're going to say you stabbed on. We're going to create this whole persona. We all going to stick by you, Jay, to the end. That's all it was. Russell Simmons was an executive. You're going to see college in his history. Steve Stoughton, executive. You're going to see college in his history. Diddy, college in his history. I'm pretty sure Andre Harrell, college. When college guys get together, that's real college guys, that's real Uncle Toms, going to get together. Hey, we can get a lot of stuff done with him. He was the face of them first. No, y'all. Everything they wanted to get accomplished, they used Jay-Z as the vehicle to do it. I went through the whole history of Russell Simmons putting him under the wing like a bitch. Here, Jay-Z, you can have Foxy. I showed you Diddy having him under the wing like a bitch. Then I showed you Leo Cohen with him under the arm like a bitch. And when the executives were done with him, they said, Jay-Z, goodbye. You can be their executive now. Hey, matter of fact, they passed him off to Barry. Here, Barry, here you go. That's what happened to him. He got passed off. These are facts. Facts, guys. He kept getting passed off, so you believe in him. Because they know if Jay-Z controls the masses, we control him and we control everybody. Everybody knew that. He controls the masses and we control him. It's a chain of command. I told you it's a whole pyramid scheme. It's a Ponzi scheme. We control him. He controls the ghettos of America. He controls the ghettos of America. We never have to worry about rebellion. We never have to worry about them asking for money. We never have to worry about them holding us accountable for nothing because he controls them. And they don't hold him accountable for nothing. See that? They holler at presidents, but they love rappers. We got them now. We got them. We got them in the prison we want them in. The prison they walked into was called entertainment. And to this day, that's where they're at. So when I told you, you believe in this shit, you didn't get that. It's nowhere in hell they all tied into one big legacy and one man think he's going to escape. We also said what? We don't have no proof. Dame is not with the family. I told you they're getting senile now. They're talking about Revolt as the Breakfast Club is playing on Revolt. I told you I love to laugh at you guys, man. They're talking about Revolt while it's being played on Revolt. If it wasn't for Revolt, the Breakfast Club would have been disappeared too. Now remember when I said they all need each other? I told you, Revolt needs the Breakfast Club needs Revolt. They all need each other. We need all the dialogue too. Dan, you go over there. We need Shannon. Hey, Memphis, Bleak, you go over there. Didn't I tell you they all on this internet? They all monopolized, but they all in the same. They're in the same box. Told you already. Somebody said in the chat. That's right. I said us YouTubers, the regular people, we got this shit shaking. Now that it's money, they all came for the money because they vultures. But what happens when the vultures can't get no more food? What happens? No, y'all. They don't understand. They're all in one spider web. One spider web. As of now, they need the breakfast. You're going to see from Revolt, Breakfast Club, all the dialogue, Shannonsharpe, ping, 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 ping. That's all you're going to see. Circles. They're finished, guys. They're finished. They don't want it to die. They don't want it to die. They just don't. Sorry. If you don't want it to die, y'all better rebrand. Y'all better turn all y'all shit into K-pop platforms. Then you might make it. But then you're going to be called culture vultures. So, organizers of the project claim that the business would generate $7 billion in tax and fee revenue within the first decade. So let's make this clear. This is the false promise Jay-Z made that they will make $7 billion in tax revenue. But the catch is you got to wait 10 years to see that money. They said, man, get the fuck out of here. Motherfucker, do you think this the Barclay? You were not about to trick us with that New York net shit. Hell no. So what happened? They say, sorry, your money's not needed here. Look, he thought he was going to use this gimmick. He's going to generate $7 billion in 10 years. But the plan was to bring $26.7 billion in revenue to neighboring businesses, 3,000 construction jobs. You know, the 300 construction job was going to be all the niggas in the hood that Jay-Z fans. All the niggas that got to jail, all the niggas on papers, all the niggas that Jay-Z fans, they were going to be the construction workers, a.k.a. the slaves. 3,000 of them niggas. It was going to be 3,000 niggas with headphones on doing construction labor. That's what Jay-Z promised them. See, that was the promise to get the niggas behind him. I'm not playing with y'all today, all right? He gave false promises. They said, we don't want that shit. They're not stupid. If we hire 3,000 laborers, Jay-Z, they're going to be your fans. They're going to be niggas from the hood. That means we got to have 3,000 niggas from the hood back and forth to Manhattan every day for how many years working? Hell no. You think you slick? No. Told you, man. Jay-Z know he can turn rap fans into his slaves whenever he feel like it. That's right. Because when you work for him, you're going to get paid a certain salary, and guess what's going to happen? When they finish that casino, they're going to kindly cut your water off, and you're going back to where the fuck you started from. It's called a laborer. You called a laborer, but back in the day, it was called a slave. Yeah, slaves just didn't go home after work. They didn't need a Metro card. And they had a house for them to live at. But no, y'all, Jay-Z thought he was slick. I'm telling you, they think he's slick. So that's why I say, I'm going to give Jay-Z his credit. I'm going to give all of them their credit for the shit they do. Because one thing I say about Jay-Z, he knows how to pimp the fuck out of black men. He knows this. They all know that shit. I'm going to get him that. And he's a fucking slickster. The thing is, he just don't trick me. That's why I try to tell you. He got a lot of money. But he ain't got no power over people like me. But he got power over dumb niggas. He does. Now, Jay-Z, now you got to look at him selling this shit to the people. I can bring the city $7 billion in the next 10 years. Meanwhile, I can get 3,000 men to pull up to do labor work. But they're looking at it like, nigga, you're going to have 3,000 niggas coming with Yankee hats, Apple headphones, playing rap music, getting on the train every day. Man, fuck that shit. Hell no, we get migrants. And guess what, Jay-Z? I think they just stole all they're going to steal all your shit. If this your idea, they just took it. That casino getting built, he just ain't going to be with it. Now, let's give you some facts, and we're going to move off this. In tax fee and revenue, but the plan is to make $26.7 billion. So as he giving false tax promises, he's stuffing his pockets, living in the UK. They said, hell no. Now look right here, 3,000 construction jobs to the area and provide 3,800 permanent jobs to the local residents. Now let me show you what I already know, what a lot of y'all don't get. They bringing jobs. Construction job mean temporary, meaning, yeah, you're going to work. When that shit over with, back to unemployment. That's why they told you 3,000 construction jobs, meaning labor job, niggas from the hood, and then 3,800 permanent jobs. People that work in a casino, shit like that, and around the casino. That's how it's all set up to be. Now, what else they said, Jay-Z, you think you stupid nigga? We think we dumb. We not going to have 3,000 construction workers from the hood building a casino in New York City. Because then them niggas going to know the blueprint to the shit. The ones that build it going to know the blueprints. Which means they also will know how to rob it. Hell no. There's a lot of reasons why he didn't get that deal, man. Get your ass out of here. Let's go. Meanwhile, they talk about Max B coming home. I told you. The next dream they selling them, Max B coming home. The new Tupac, they gave him faith. They gave them niggas faith in Max B coming home, y'all. New York accepts Max B parole plan. They already grooming them boys. Guess what, Max B, you ain't coming home unless you do what you're supposed to do. When you come home, you will be with the program. Now, what else? Let me show you. Max B, Leon. Back to Leon. Now, remember I told you they go to prison now? You got to come home soft. The new rule is when you go to penitentiary, you cannot come home looking like you was reading books and working out. When you come home from work, meaning when you come out of penitentiary now, you are not allowed to come. If you look too big, you want to keep losing on a parole board, y'all. No. If you look like you've been working out and reading books, you want to get denied. But the longer you let your hair grow out, if you do a lot of smiling, and if they can get proof of you in prison doing stuff with inmates, you get to come home. Yeah, that's the new shit, prison reform. So I told you, man, you're going to see. They coming home looking soft now, not tougher. They getting their hair braided in jail by inmates. That's the ritual they got to do. It's the trans that do their hair, stupid. That's how they come home, man. You got to have proof of trans doing your hair, and you got to have proof you change your ways. No, y'all. The new proof of changing your ways. They don't want to hear what you got to say at the board. That shit don't work. Well, you know, I changed my ways. I've been taking up some courses. They don't want to hear that shit. You must get your hair braided for a year straight plus by trans. And we must have proof of you slipping up in prison. Once you do that, you come home. Prison reform. All right? So you ain't noticed the pattern. They coming home softer than when they went in. It's the new prison program, man. When y'all guys come home, you will not be tough guys to look up to. You will be just like Leon. See Leon? Leon from the Fame TV show gave you the whole breakdown yesterday. This is what rap is now. All right? So when they say they wait for Max B come home, I'm thinking of Leon. What am I showing you? They're already grooming these big-ass boys for a new celebrity hero, Max B coming home. They putting their faith and hope in a nigga in jail. You know what that means? You niggas are so sorry you couldn't make no music. You had to wait on a nigga from jail to come home and do it. Meanwhile, everybody out here is exposed. Now let's speed it up, y'all, because a lot of y'all don't know who the fuck Max B is. But just know, Max B, Leon, same shit. Fame. What am I showing you? The same exact thing that Jada Pinkett does to Will Smith. The same exact thing Gabrielle Union deal to Dwayne Wade. That's right. No, y'all. In this industry, no woman will flip your ass. Debbie Allen is the one to stick her finger and groom your ass. That's right. You're going to be exactly what they want you to be. And they all know how to turn men into flowers. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Revolt CEO. Now we're going to get into the part of Dame Dash being a liar or playing the game. We don't know. I don't care. But we're going to talk about it because they talking about it. Now, once again, I showed you. I didn't pick this news article. Magically, it's a news article on Dame Dash. Out of all the pictures, they use this one. I think this picture, I think when they put pink for these rappers also mean they lying their ass off, I think. So, Revolt CEO issues a statement. Dame is a liar. He full of shit. No, you know what Dame Dash? I think what Dame try to do is this. I think Dame try to make a lie real quick and try to book like 10 interviews real quick off that one lie and get him some money. Now what am I showing y'all? Everything I've been telling you. Now remember when I said all these media platforms gonna shoot themselves? This is what I was telling Art of Dialogue. Now Art of Dialogue, this is what happened to you. Now you're not getting that. Dame Dash came on your platform and told a bold-faced lie. When I said they're going to keep making y'all guys lose credibility, he came on Art of Dialogue and also told that lie. He can lie on Breakfast Club because they ain't got no credibility. See what I'm trying to tell you? Fake news. But what does Dame know? This one slogan of fake news will get me a lot of attention and the clout I need even for a fucking day. Fuck it. Dame know the art of this shit now. Dame even know. Fuck it. They laughing at me. They keep my name going. Fuck it. I need this shit. Dame Dash is not the chairman of Revolt TV and will not be able to acquire the company despite his recent announcement. What's the slogan, y'all? They think black people stupid. It ain't what they think. It's about what they know. So that's why they don't stop. So he told a bold-faced lie, allegedly, or they might have got busted. I don't know what they did. All I know is it was mighty funny to me. They all this Revolt talk, Revolt. He's on the Breakfast Club, and the Breakfast Club is on Revolt. Charlamagne acting like he don't know what's going on. All this shit, I don't know. Hours after his explosive interview with the Breakfast Club aired on Tuesday, September 16th, the CEO of Revolt, Datavio Samuels, sent an email to his employees and confirmed. The quote from me and Vibe is completely fabricated. Samuel said, I never said any of that. Wow. Or I'm going to say it's two ways. Or it could have been true, but Dame started running his mouth and they reneged on the bet. Or they could have read public opinion and said, nah, I don't think this is a good idea. It could have been at first. I don't know. Just know it ain't happening. It ain't happening now. But it could have been true at first. Told you, they study shit now. They study public opinion. Like, this is my point. This is the shit they do, y'all. This guy could have did have a sit down with him. It could have been for real. But they did a test run on the Breakfast Club. Let's see how the public respond to this shit. Dame Dash drops it. It takes off. Other people, they start reading the whole spectrum. Now we're not doing that. It's not a good look. Renege. They do that too, y'all. So I'm trying to tell you. Either way, it didn't work and it's not going to happen. So what did I keep telling you, Negroes? They're not going to make no fucking money and they're not going to prosper at all. They can keep fronting. They can keep going on Art of Dialogue because that's the only thing going to pay their ass. They can keep going on Breakfast Club because that's their family platform. You didn't notice that yet? Every fucking black celebrity that don't have a career, that's fucking washed up, that's been accused, they all welcome to the Breakfast Club. Even though DJ Envy still didn't get in no trouble because they're a family. Their job is to lie, cheat, and steal to those people. That's their job. And that's their platform to do it. All right? Freak Nation, that's them. They're the leaders of that shit. Now, dang. I ain't got nothing against you, bro. I'm just saying, you exposed. But there is no signed deal. So this is why I put a marker so I wouldn't forget. Lying on platforms. Now you see when I kept telling you that black media has no credibility because these are all of their friends. And then if they're not their friends, they let them on their platform and they give them voices. I told you, y'all all are fucking stupid. You might as well go interview R. Kelly, dummy. If you want some fucking traction, if you guys want attention, go fucking interview R. Kelly and give him the money. You better off interviewing him. He'll make more money. He needs the money. Interview R. Kelly. Because the only difference is you keep interviewing people just like him that's outside. But the difference is they're not good. You idiots won't get it. So I've been giving y'all tips. The first one of y'all try to interview R. Kelly, you'll be okay. Other than that, everybody out here, you wasting your time. I ain't saying you wasting your time. I'm just letting you know. Everybody keep trying to save them. Now, guess what happened? Damedash is ruining platform credibilities because it's already a hit on black entertainment. We're going to get into it again. Thank you very much, caller. Every day, I'm going to give you the update on how AI is being used to destroy black entertainment every single day, which means they are not going to go forward. I'm going to keep showing you the narrative. So once again, Damedash is now already, look, black media is already considered a joke. But now it's making it worse because now it's looking like y'all platforms sponsor losers. You giving voice to losers that tell lies. Told you, y'all don't get it because y'all so fucking thirsty for names and clicks, but they're all finished. You better off interviewing new people. But if all of y'all are one big family, it's starting to show now. So he is not the chairman of our company. Samuels wrote, there is no acquisition path on the table, meaning no way, no how. So they want to keep talking about paid in full this, paid in full that, paid in full this. No, paid in full is in the trash. Because Harvey Weinstein made that movie. That was his money. He in jail with Diddy. But they ain't going to say that. You hear Damedash say, goddamn it, Diddy and Harvey Weinstein yet once? That's his fucking family. You see that good white man right there? That's that white man that stuck his penis in the whole black Hollywood. Damn the majority of them. If he didn't stick his penis in them, he groped their ass. And if he don't like you, you ain't getting no money. So don't play with me, Dame. Yo, time up, bro. Only people you supposed to be speaking up for is goddamn it, Diddy and Harvey Weinstein. That's it. You ain't going around that. You fucking dummy. Let me show you your legacy. You don't get it. Damedash, I cannot speak your legacy without bringing up Russell Simmons. He's the one that made you who the fuck you are. You will not be who you are to this day if Russell may cut you that check to give you the ability to play that. You was a CEO before that, I guess, but he gave you the power to play that CEO role. Russell Simmons made the world believe you was a CEO, Dame. You never was one of them like that. So, Damedash, you keep talking about Steve Stout, how you hit him. Talk about how Russell might have hit your ass. Break down the story of how Russell Simmons first gave y'all that money. I want real stories. If y'all niggas gonna tell me stories, tell me how you got the money. You so successful, tell me how you got successful. Tell me that part. Somehow y'all can't tell me that. So I don't want to hear your mouth. If you want to help me, brother, tell me how to be successful. What I got to do. Because y'all time is up. Dang, you affiliated with Russell Simmons. He's your legacy. Period. Diddy is in your legacy. Aaliyah, Jay-Z. But you want to keep talking about slapping Steve Stout? No, you trying to pick the weakest link, dummy. You guys are exposed, man. Harvey's part of your legacy. Where you at? Prison. Damn, did he grow up on you first? Did he grow up on you like Terry Crews? Because he's your fucking family. He gave you money. He gave Lee Daniels money. What happened, Dave? When I said yesterday, you ain't smack Lee Daniels. You didn't smack him. You was online crying like a bitch. Stop playing the hip-hop card, Dame. When you're around these people, you have perfect English and grammar. Yes. What am I giving you the proof? Didn't I show you Oprah getting dragged? What make Dame think he's going to escape this? What make Dame think he's going to win? The big dog's getting dragged. Everybody which way. All you seeing is puppets. Jay-Z puppeting their ass. Who he puppeting? The old Rockefeller. Memphis Bleak. No, they not stuck in the smoke. The big check writer are gone. That's why I call y'all big kids. Ain't no money coming. Daddy's gone. I told you this how many years ago? Well, smack me if I'm wrong. Did you see any of them black actors? When the last time you seen them black actors in them movies? When you seen them female? Where them black female actors at? Where Vivica Fox and all them at? Where Jada Pinkett at? Where Megan Good and them at? Where they all at? Tiffany Haddish and them, where they at? Let's keep going. Taraji P, where they at? I told you they got their father in prison. He groped all of their ass. The men too. Terrence Howard gripped his booty up. Only the white celebrities and white people had the heart to face that man. Because the secret of Black Hollywood is no such thing as you suing us, because that's your fucking role, to bust it open and let us grope you. Lee James became a star, but he became more graced than y'all because he was out the closet. So he had to play around. So he built his name fast and got his money fast. He also fell a fuck off fast. That's right, Netflix. No, they all done. Dame just trying to get his cut of the money. They all finished. So Dame, you racist bitch, why you guys never talk about how Harvey Weinstein put the money up? Cameron, your Harvey Weinstein tug on your penis, boy? When y'all gonna talk about Harvey? Harvey and Diddy are y'all fucking leaders. It would have never been paid in full without for that man right there. I get them their clout. Y'all fake CEO shit is over, Dame. That's the clout right there, the big clout. Big clout in prison. Big clout with Diddy. They both in the same jail, which means y'all black entertainment ain't getting no fucking money. BT got to play. They got the call. Oh, well, might well cancel this shit. No more checks. So, when I said all they have left is online, God damn it, if the Breakfast Club wasn't online, they would have been disappeared. What is wrong with y'all? When I said you niggas are underground, let me tell y'all whole shit. Y'all whole shit is Breakfast Club, Revolt, and YouTube. That's all you got. And all that big shit y'all playing on this shit ain't about nothing. Now, I'll prove it to you. Ain't nothing Dame say ever gonna come on TV. Meanwhile, the sorriest rap out of all of y'all, one thing I can say, at least her ass still on TV. You guys not. Now, I can prove it to you today. Now, with Cardi B, she's online and she's on national TV. Even though she's on CBS and they all getting their ass smoked out, yeah. But I'm not going to take she's on TV. Meaning, if I had to tell you the truth, which artist from black entertainment is on a national scale even being spoken about or even recognized? Cardi B. I told you, and who's really making the music on the charts, respected, SZA and Kendrick. Who's in the real headlines? Cardi B. Not Wendy Williams. Not nobody else. God damn it, damn everything I told you about Jay-Z and Beyonce don't even come on TV. They fucking irrelevant, y'all. They are relevant. Nobody talking about them. I'm not playing with y'all. And if they do, it's not going to be no light at all. At all. So that's not able to see these two different worlds of the underground, where we at right now, and the real world. So, now this is what I can't take from Cardi as of now. She actually been outside for real. She's really outside, and her ass is really on camera. She's really on national TV, meaning she is right now being active, trying to get her career back. Yeah, that's why she got a BlkFace. She's trying to get a career back with the black audience. Yes, because everybody else left her ass. She know that. So, that's where we at with this. But I also think Gayle King called her up for that clout, because Gayle King about to be on fucking TV. If you know Gayle King and Cardi with the same people, right? So, yeah, they both finished, but I think they're trying to use the rest of them airwaves, because Gayle King is finished just like Jimmy Kimmel. So y'all now got the proof. What Gayle King did to R. Kelly, She get her payback now. She get her payback. All of them are. I told y'all before, family. This is what y'all didn't get. The whole Hollywood thought R. Kelly was going to be the scapegoat. So for those who don't get it, the whole Hollywood, everybody, when I say everybody, majority of them, were accused of dealing with the same shit R. Kelly does. It was just said that many of them do shit in their own way. This was the leak with Smokey Robinson to show us he does the same thing R. Kelly does. He just does it in his way. See what I'm trying to tell you? They all are accused of abuse. And you got to understand this. They being accused of abusing minority people on top of that. So when I said the main people they abuse is black people, is Hispanic people, you see what I'm saying? That's who they abuse, y'all. That's they fucking charges, y'all. Y'all won't get that part. From their housemaids to whatever. Whether it is not all, it's all wrapped up. Sexual shit, working motherfuckers not paying them on time, doing a lot of shit. Not letting people go home. A lot of abuse, talking crazy to people for years and decades, making people cry. They did a lot of shit. So they all thought R. Kelly was going to be the scapegoat. What else y'all don't get? Now, I can bring it all to y'all now. When that first flight log shit was being spoken about, when the Me Too movement was going down, when they first was talking about the flight log, R. Kelly was the scapegoat. So I got to bring it today because all y'all forgot, man. When I said that the Epstein list, go back to the Me Too movement, R. Kelly was all together. R. Kelly was the scapegoat for everybody. So I kept saying they all thought it was going to go away. That's why you're going to see. He got cooked in a certain era, and they sped that shit up. You ain't noticed R. Kelly trial was so goddamn fast. Faster than any other case. Because they wanted him to go down and take all the smoke, y'all. They was all with it. Diddy wanted him to go down, everybody. You see? Now you're going to see. Now you're going to see something. He went down. Everything started slowing up. But see, this is another thing I got to bring y'all up to date with. Last year, I told y'all the biggest smoke screen was that Kendrick Drake beef. The game was over since 2023. Rock Nation came up with a good plan to make some money. Kendrick and Drake beef. Diddy was with it too. They kept y'all distracted all last year. That's why half the shit going on now, y'all don't fucking know. They thought it was going to go down with him. The game didn't never come back. What happened after this? After this, Hollywood got shut down with that Hollywood strike. It was change of command. But really, after this, the Me Too movement took place. That shit turned up. And then Harvey went to jail. When Harvey went to jail, then the writer's strike came, which means they was on ice. That was the whole, I think, 2022. They was on ice the whole summer. Put it like this, y'all. That summer when Jamie Foxx faked like he was sick, that whole summer Hollywood was shut down. That's when it first started. No more jobs. That same summer. And Jamie Foxx slid off. But he already had a deal with MGM doing commercials. So I've been telling y'all this shit. The smart people like Jamie Foxx, I've been seeing them doing other things during the pandemic. So when all this shit crashed, they was already straight out the way. You started seeing people like Chris Rock, certain people during the pandemic started getting them Netflix deals. So they be straight. People started making certain moves that was smart. I started seeing people selling their homes. Meanwhile, black entertainment was still asleep because they all thought R. Kelly was going to be the only one getting the blame. So everybody kept going on with the program, playing around online. Then what happened? The diddler, he got revealed. Then they ass started getting scared. But then they all thought what? Diddy was going to get fried like R. Kelly real quick. That's what they thought, y'all. They thought then Diddy was going to get fried real quick. It just didn't go the way they planned it out. So that's why Jay-Z still get what I say. Then I say they're going to let him linger around and they're going to let him keep getting embarrassed. Bingo. Because they know they're dealing with a man of a certain caliber. So to make sure we break all his influence, once we realize his influence is totally gone, that's it. Because they know the way the story is written. Like everybody, I keep giving y'all these clues. When it was time to take down Saddam, the people did it. Because the people got tired of Saddam's shit. When it was time to take down Omar Gaddafi, the people did it. Any kingdom in history falls when the people turn on their ass. But they understood this kingdom, for some reason, they will not turn on him. So we got to do it then. I guess we just got to do it. And that's what's been happening. So since y'all didn't do it 2 years ago, that's why this year is being done correctly. So I've been telling y'all the whole play. They sat back and watch y'all keep praising them after they keep getting charges, after they keep getting exposed. Y'all keep celebrating, glorifying them. Y'all keep celebrating their helpers. So that's why it's not in your hands. It's out of the country now. It's out of your power. And that's why I said y'all all gonna watch. I told black media, if they would have went against them, they would have been spared. But since they all kept trying to support this shit, it's too late now. It's too late now. So now even Art of Dialogue is going to be looked at as giving damedash a platform to tell fucking lies and rumors, which means in media, you lose credibility for that shit. They're also starting to look like there are a big-ass family working. But it's not going to work. If Jimmy Kimmel got kicked off of national TV where millions of people watch, if Steve Colbert was in a deal of $50 million on national TV and his ass got kicked off, what you think gonna happen to this low-level shit? Eventually, if they don't get it together. If Revolt was gone, Breakfast Club was gone, you wouldn't even have no black entertainment. That's your proof of how sorry shit is now. That means everything is on a string. But I'm going to keep telling you, ain't no fucking checks getting cut. Guess who was kicking his ass off the airwaves? The FCC. Like I said, because the new Jimmy Kimmel is the example of the new laws they setting where you cannot say anything you want to say. Meaning, if you have a public influence and it looks like you're spreading shit, that's your ass. I'm going to say it again. You forgot. You have rights. Your rights is to scream as much as you want in your house. You can say whatever the fuck you want on your porch. But if you're using microphones, cameras to push your fucking opinions, you're going to be in trouble. If you're using your platform to stir up millions, your ass is grass. Told you, everything is on a thin line of terrorism now. See, there's a lot of things going on. They're just not putting words on it. When I say anybody going to get the country, you labeled as a terror. Y'all didn't get it. FCC, Federal Communication, shut that down. Get his ass off the TV. That's it. He's finished. So you keep your spirits up, y'all. No, that fool said, I'm about to live overseas. Meanwhile, you look at Barry one more time. Jay-Z had all that power because of that man right there. You see that man? That man has nothing. That man wouldn't dare answer his phone call now. You stupid. You see that woman right there? Why y'all don't, hey, y'all racist people, why you don't get mad? Racist people. Maybe she would have got elected if Jay-Z would have got his ass out the house and rallied them black men to go vote. Because it was said that black men didn't vote for her. But you didn't blame Jay-Z for that, did you? Why you didn't blame nobody? Hey, you could have had a black president, and she could have been a woman too. But no black men voted for her. So what happened? Put it on 47. So that's why they had to take this picture to let y'all know, idiots. Y'all all stupid. Y'all all stupid. And y'all believe in false prophets. Look at that woman down there. And then ask yourself, why is Jay-Z and his wife going through all this shit? All right, then. Somebody dumber. You see them right here? They all Americans. They all still live on this soil. They got businesses. They got properties. They still live here. They still live here. You know how many mansions Barry got? Barry got multiple mansions in this country. That woman right there, she got a lot of shit. Joe, he got businesses, mansions. They straight. Somebody else, somehow they don't live in the country no more. Because you know what they told him? You're not one of us. We just did that so they believe it. You're not one of us, dickhead. We made you think that. So if you were smart, you would have been at that campaign. If you were smart, Jay-Z, you would have been rallying. You would have been on the front line for Kamala 2023. You would have been doing the work. Then y'all wouldn't be in all this trouble, jackasses. So that's part of it. Another part of it, your time just up. Because y'all family is corrupt. Y'all whole family is pervert, guys. Perverts. Part y'all don't get. What they saying about you, Dame? Dame been doing a lot of lying lately. See them laughing at you, Dame? This is not social media. This is under news posts. The whole world know about Dame. Somehow you don't get it. Dame been doing a lot of lying lately. Somehow the Art of Dialogue still interviewed Dame, and he even lied on their platform. Told you, man, they're a joke. What else the biggest lie they told? They were never real executives. Jay-Z, an American rapper and businessman. Now you look up damedash on your own. Jay-Z is a rapper and a businessman, not an executive, not an entrepreneur. L.A. Reid, see? American executive. This is who they really are. Wikipedia knows exactly who they are because Wikipedia has government information. This is their classification of who the fuck they are, not what you believe. Just like L.A. Reid is not a CEO no more, he has no more power. That's why it says former CEO. He's in a lawsuit. When Jay-Z was down there rapping with Jermaine Dupri in a Rari split that for a lane, he was down there with Jermaine Dupri and L.A. Reid. They all a family. They're all together. They're all dirty. So no matter how much Dame talk, he's finished. And he's not a CEO. All right? The real CEOs were right here. So let me get y'all clear this shit is, dummies. How the hell was damedash a CEO when Russell and them was cutting him a check? And then he get the check. Jay-Z, Dame, and Biz got to split that check. Dame wasn't the check writer. He just handled the budgets for the rappers, yeah. But he wasn't Russell Simmons. He wasn't Andre Harrell. No. Told you, man. He would just train, appraise people that got more than them. Thank you very much, Tara. Good morning. So what's up, King Nimrod? Yeah, that whole time, like I say, they was in Atlanta back then. They was going to Atlanta since Biggie days. So what's the rumor we heard? It was said that Biggie wanted to move to Atlanta. Everything Biggie wanted to do, guess who did it? Everything Biggie wanted to do, guess who stole it? All right, then. So Atlanta, remember that history to this day, Atlanta. If Biggie never died, he was going to move to Atlanta. And then y'all would have been raised to be real rappers. I think y'all would have more integrity for rap, too. Another thing. What happened to that Young Thug shit, y'all? You see how that Young Thug shit died out so quick? Told you, man. They manufacture shit, and then when they want to shut it down, they shut it down. Where all that Young Thug shit at? All right, then. Told you the game over. Each week, each couple of weeks, it'll be a new character. A couple of weeks ago, it was Tamar. It'll be a new character to perform for you. Let's go. Meanwhile, they were never Diddy. Told you they were never on Diddy level, ever. Who did Dame have working for him like her? Who did Dame and them have on major payrolls? Huh? No, they was nothing like Diddy. What else about Diddy? He was a man that came out that closet. That's a real bisexual man right there. Meaning it was no shame in his game at all. So we know on many levels. I just had to get to y'all punk heads that none of them are bigger than Diddy. And all of them scared of him too. To this day, still scared of him. The diddler. That's why when all it went down, I was the one that said, no. They're not going to put it on Diddy and walk around like they good. They try to make it like it's just him. And being that he gone, they're going to be the next Diddy. Being that he gone, they're going to be the next in power. They was out here trying to sell the public a fucking dream that I'm going to be the next one. I'm going to be the next one. I kept telling y'all, ain't none of them over him. They're not over him from the beginning. And when he in jail, they're not going to be over him. Did I lie? Can you fucking prove to me? I'm going to say it again. He been in jail a whole year. Can you prove to me somebody over him to this day that's still free? Can you show me that somebody has been successful, or I ain't even going to say more successful than him? Show me a black man on his level to this day that made it. Okay, then, y'all. This was the proof that y'all were in a fake world, and the diddler played a powerful game because he know the real art of the ancient science of the king or the one with the most power does not sit in the seat. You always talk about powers that be to run this world, right? So do you really think 47 runs the world by herself? You believe that? All right then. Just when you grow up, you're going to understand something. It is powerful entities that you will never see. You will never hear their name. And if you saw their face, you won't even know who they are. Just know that part. But when you get the other part right, especially in Black history, just know nobody was over him. Especially when it comes to respect from the powers that be. Everything else other than that was just rap magazine fantasy shit for y'all to eat up and record sales. All right? So that's why I told you they're going to play like they Diddy, but they not. Did not show y'all that old freak off party, Diddy party on purpose. I showed you Jay-Z and damedash. They didn't have a lot of gold on. They had on some tan khaki shorts looking like Bugle Boy shorts. But I showed you that picture to show you. I said, back then, you see this picture? I said, back then, Diddy was already 100 millionaire. They was trying to get their money. But since Diddy been gone, they've been playing these roles. Because Jay-Z, no, he has a lot of man on his meat. No, y'all, men are infatuated with him, and they loved him. So they believe men to Jay-Z was like a woman. You know how you got some men tell a woman any fucking thing? Where you been at all this time? I was with the boys. What Robin Harris said? He said, man, I got a girl, I tell her anything, man. She said, she's so ugly, I tell her anything. She said, where you at? He said, bitch, I've been to the moon. I'll be back later. And she believed it. Well, that's why Jay-Z do a lot of black men. He tell them shit, anything, and they believe that shit. But just remember this thing. He did it for over 20 years. When I said, y'all can't talk about the white man lie to you. That nigga told more lies than any white American history. He told more lies than American history. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? All right? The biggest lie, they was never on Diddy level, nigga. What's wrong with y'all? A real executive, a real college student, a real ladies man. You see that? You see how I can flip it on y'all so many ways. You see I can joke on Diddy, baby y'all. You see I can joke on him being fruity, but I can still flip it on you and say he's still more of a man than all of their ass. He's still more of a ladies man than all of their ass. Their whole career, when you saw a Dame with a lady like that. Huh? You know Diddy female track record. Where Dame female track record at? Told you they about to get exposed. Where is Cameron female track record at? Huh? Mace. None of it was on Diddy level. Told you he is who he is, y'all. You ain't gonna take nothing from him. He wicked, piece of shit, but he also be a good guy and say he loves you. He also know how to treat a woman. Man, you know how many women wish they had a man treat them the way Diddy treat that woman right there? Meaning, they didn't even have a woman like Diddy. How much proof do we got of this man? How many baby mothers he got? How many kids he got? How many women he got? How does woman look? Told you, man, they couldn't beat Diddy in nothing. Now, let's look at Jay-Z roster. How many women he had? Where I'm from, they say one is like none. Especially if you're supposed to be a rich player. One is close to none. I know Jay-Z been with one his whole life, but also mean he didn't get a lot of women his whole life. I get the whole picture. Hey, dang, how many women you have? You all want to be Diddy so much. How many women y'all have? Rachel Roy, little ass girl Aaliyah. How many what? Diddy had grown ass woman. We have a track record of Diddy with supermodels, grown woman. What about you, Dan? You guys are nothing but a little bunch of punks. I told you that. Diddy's a real man, y'all. He let us know he in the boat. He's a real two-way man. See that? He's so fruity, but I can't take none away from his what? His masculinity. Because he's officially bi. Told you, man, he two-way. Diddy will touch your booty and knock your ass out. What you gonna do about it? That's what he did to rappers, punking their ass, y'all. Punking them. They still scared to this day, but you also know he didn't get replaced. What else about Diddy? Jay-Z lives in London. Diddy still got all his mansions. Diddy still got his jet. Another question. Where's Jay-Z's jet at? I know he probably got one, but is this shit big like Diddy jet? No, y'all. He played the role of a dumbass, ignorant dancer that's a damn fool. He let everybody else run around with fake power. Meanwhile, he had everybody on the string. That's right. It's called Tupac, Biggie. Jay-Z, you don't want to end up like Biggie or Tupac, do you? All right, then. No rapper wanted to end up like Biggie and Pac, so they did what they was told. That's right. And to this day, they still in fear. So dang, why none of y'all ain't show Diddy no love? That's all I'm saying, bro. Why you ain't show Harvey no love? Why do y'all keep talking about paying in full, but you won't talk about the white man that gave you niggas the money? Y'all talking about rights. Y'all talking about all this shit. Hey, dang, how did you get the film anyway? Break down to us, how did the film even start? Let us know. How did you get the money from Harvey? How did it get financed? How did y'all get the New York police to protect the crime scene or the movie scene? Let us know everything. We don't want to hear about that shit. We don't want to hear about y'all fake money talk. Y'all can call each other broke all day, call each other gay all day. We know y'all both. So who cares? Meanwhile, I want you to give Harvey his fucking clout. Meanwhile, Dame, I'm asking you again. Are you scared of Lee Daniels? Why you didn't smack Lee Daniels? You talking about Charlemagne. You calling Charlemagne gay. You say you're going to smack him. Lee Daniels outright gay. He took your fucking money. You didn't touch him. Told you, man. And on top of that, Dame, you don't even own Revolt, lying on that, and you lying on platforms. Now let's continue the failure. Will Smith, we spoke about him yesterday. You now finally get to see the Hollywood program. Will and Jada pimping their son. You finally get it. This is the Hollywood formula. You're going to see somebody doing it with their daughter. You're going to see people doing it with their kids. This is the formula. If we can't win, pimp our kids. If we can make some more money, pimp our kids. Jaden Smith is moving to Paris as men's creative director. He's going to work for Christian Louboutin. He's going to do the same thing Pharrell is doing with Louis Vuitton. But his daddy got him prepped and ready. Yes, I think his daddy fingered him. Yes, I think they fingered their kids and prepped them with toothbrushes. Yes, I think so. They're weird, y'all, but that's who they are. All right, here's the proof, y'all. I showed you Will was fucking done. Then we looked at Will trying to come back. Will try to drop a CD, that shit flop. Will try to go on tour, that shit flop. Will got busted making fake AI videos. J-Lo did the same thing, she flopped. They fucking done. Now you see them pimping their son. Because he been a villain. You heard rumors about what Diddy did to him. You heard a lot of rumors. They've been letting people play with their son. No, y'all, the harsh reality is out the closet, out the bag. I told you, Hollywood is accused of a lot of shit. Geppetto shit. Passing off boys. A lot of shit. All right? So, now you see Will's son? What I'm showing you is he is a cash cow now. Jada's in the dirt. Will is in the dirt. Their son is going to keep getting fondled. They tried to bring their daughter out, but she ain't had no talent like that. But now you see Jay-Z and Beyonce doing the same exact thing Will and Jada did with Blue Ivy. Told you they're all in the same slave program. The number one criteria they must stick to, they all will be fucking weird and freaks. That's who they are. We're giving y'all the clues. I'm going to tell you again. You watch the Richard Pryor movie, they'll show you. As soon as he became a star, they started touching on his ass, groping his ass. That's right. You made it, Whit. You made it. When you made it, they're gonna take that. They're going to take their hand. They're going to show you them 5 fingers. That's a 5-point star. And you became a star. You made it. And they're going to grope your ass. You a star now. You're going to get the star treatment. I'm not playing with you, man. What am I showing you? I told you black entertainment is a joke. They're going to keep getting dragged every day. It don't matter. The more Shannon works, the more he's content. But I will tell you this double-edged sword. The more we talk about them, we actually keep them going. Part of why Shannon's still going, because people still using his name. So this is why I tell you what. This is what also made YouTubers big. Because everybody keep talking about them. Meaning, when you were talking about people's names, the more people talk about you, the more you stay relevant in this engine. That's how it works. When people stop talking about you, then you fade away. But I told you. Now, when I said it's thousands of channels made to to destroy black entertainment. That's the segment we at right now. None of this I'm subscribed to. I'm going to show you how this shit get more views than us humans, a lot of people. Shannonsharpe versus this just a cartoon series trolling his dumb ass alone. But I want you to see the name of the channel. AI African American Media, meaning not even a black person make it, just anybody. What we're going to call African American media, because this is a channel for trolling African Americans. That's right. Not black people, African Americans. African Americans and black folks. 91,000 views. So remember when I said it's a campaign on everybody? Showed you Clifton Powell yesterday. When I said they're in there all over the world, like they're going to keep working and doing this, but every day, trust me, every day, it's not stopping, and it's going to be overwhelming by 2026. See that? AI videos on the attack. People are getting rich off monetized videos. Don't got to show a face. They don't got to be a race. They don't got to be from this country. This is when I show you people putting work in this shit. See this cartoon? This cartoon mean work. Meaning professional shit. Told you, man, it's a campaign on all of y'all. Let's get to you all, y'all. Now let me show y'all TV when I said I put it all together when I've been studying this shit. When I said you guys are the freaks and weirdos, how you being betrayed? Okay, let me show you how all narratives are still being put on y'all, and they stick. National TV, AIDS commercial. Who's the face of it? This commercial been coming on too. I'm just showing y'all now. AIDS commercial. Who's the face of it? Now I will say they show all races, but other races they just glance real quick and show their face real quick. Who's the face of it? Told you the narrative is this who most of y'all are. This who y'all are. And y'all disease spreaders. Told you. When y'all was celebrating Freak Off and the whole Diddy trial, this shit kept coming on TV. When I kept saying it's different narratives, I said you got the internet, you got the real world. The whole summer when the Diddy trial was going on, between commercials, this AIDS commercial come on. Y'all don't understand algorithm and y'all don't understand social shit. So that's why y'all don't get it. All this is playing during the Diddy trial. Why? The Diddy trial, you heard nothing about condoms. Shannonsharpe, she heard nothing about condoms. So they trying to say y'all are the biggest carriers. So when y'all was celebrating Diddy trial and all this shit, just know the whole world is what they think about you. It's shit on you that you ain't even gonna shake. I told you, when you talk about race, it's a lot of jokes on y'all. When you online, this will go on behind your back on national TV, which means this is in every household and they believe it. Hey, also 20 million people came in this country. I told you it's a campaign called Stay Away From Them. When they keep showing this commercial, it means stay away from them. Why? They got that stuff. What else I said? Wherever you see them, some things you're just going to keep seeing. It's the code the powers that be put on them. It is also the color of Freak Nation. It's not my fault, y'all. It's just what they did. It's the narrative. All right? They push on national TV that this is who y'all all are. You're one of them. Either you get down like that or you might be a carrier. One or the other. Y'all nasty. These are narratives, y'all. I'm not saying it's the truth, but I just want y'all to know. When y'all been thinking everything is a joke, everything is a game. No, it's not. And it's not going to stop. See that? I'm showing you all the channels that popped up out of nowhere covering black content. The Flashback Room, 58,000 views. 15 weird facts about car wash in 1976. What are you looking at that was in car wash? When I said this behavior was always in the black community. It's just that now it's the standard. What are you looking at? You see a cross-dress in that movie? All right then. Hollywood. That the other man looked like Nick Cannon's father. All right? Do you see the cross-dresser? 76, y'all. It always been the Hollywood procedure. All right? But I'm showing you, everything you're looking at is exposure of these people. I've been talking about the memes a whole year. Now I'm showing you how the AI videos are now created. Everything I saw this happen before. That's why I know it's happening. It's an exposure. Now, let me show you, Freak Nation. The industry had it where you guys were always the freaks, and you're going to be freaks. Your DICK is way too big. A song banned in the 1940s, Wilma. See that black woman? See that song? It was always like that. You're going to be in this game. Yeah, you're going to be freaks, and you're going to spread your peoples to all be freaks. All day you would dream about sex. Therefore, you will never get nothing done. Not only when y'all screw each other to death, y'all also will screw each other over. That's right. And y'all will be good at it, and that's all you ever going to know. That was the plan. Meanwhile, I'm going to keep showing you all these new channels that were made to destroy y'all. See that? 5 days ago, 2 days ago. The flashback room. Going into all the black history. Superfly, you know, that was all about that. Superfly was the biggest movie ever to promote blacks to do drugs. Yeah. Superfly is the movie to promote blacks to do cocaine. And since then, that's where they come from. What else? Didn't I tell you y'all also being portrayed as the biggest devils? Remember y'all said demon time? Because they telling you the truth that all the shit y'all was raised on was demon shit, and y'all are demons. 15 weird facts about Tales from the Hood. But you're going to see they put them black demons on that shit, right? 80,000 views. Meanwhile, all races, all people making these videos. Monetizing, getting paid, destroying black entertainment. When I say ain't nothing they going to do. East Orange Brothers ran a massive heroin mill pumping out. Look, man, they selling fentanyl death. They calling that shit Sexy Red and No Diddy. They stupid ass in jail now. Didn't I tell you the criminal profile for those blacks? Every time they get locked up, they're going to have long hair twisted and they're going to have a beard. Told you it was all for you guys to be in a criminal profile. And every time y'all get caught for sex and drugs, this going to be our look. Because y'all all wanted to look like fucking Rick Ross. But one part y'all didn't get. Rick Ross classified as a drug dealer. Y'all didn't understand all of these stereotypes y'all were taking on. Y'all look like goats, and y'all look like a bunch of shit. I'm going to leave it at that. Y'all all fell into a narrative because y'all not original. All of y'all men look alike, all y'all women look alike, and y'all all look like fucking rappers. This is why nobody respects y'all. And y'all in y'all 50s, 40s, and 30s. A black student was found hanging from a tree. Police say there's no sign of foul play. I think they're trying to see if y'all going to talk about this like Charlie. I don't know. See that? What's up, Faith? Thank you very much. What's up, Faith? So y'all heard about that? Somebody hanging from a tree? I think they said this happened at a campus too, I think. I'm not sure because I just saw this morning. I just saw it this morning. So, no, y'all, I'm going to keep showing wherever you look, it's going to be dark, depressing, bad news, y'all. No, the end of an era, this shit is for real. A lot of shit I'm just not saying. Check this out. This man right here, Nas Reed, he plays basketball. I missed this story. His sister got murked. His sister got taken out, slaughtered. This the crazy part. It was said she was doing charity work in the neighborhood, and he had just not too long ago, a few weeks ago, been down there working with her. Tanya Reed, 28, was found dead around 11 a.m. She got slaughtered on a Saturday morning with multiple gunshot wounds near an exit of her apartment building in Jackson Township. According to the Ocean County, she got gunned down like a dog in New Jersey. I've been telling y'all that. For some reason, the woman dying and going to jail just like men now. When 2020 came in, I said, I never see this many women dying in my life. So like I said, when I started paying attention to all this, I knew exactly what it was. I knew exactly what's going on. I told you some things just ain't going to be said. When you look up, somehow y'all just going to all be gone. I'm talking about in the next 50 years for sure. The next 50 years is going to be like y'all never existed. Yep. Y'all never understood legacy. Y'all never really understood community. And y'all never understood bloodline for real. Y'all never understood that shit. Nope. So I'm showing you y'all legacy is being destroyed. Y'all whole future. Meanwhile, I showed you the new future. See that? This is your replacement. When I showed you Cardi B and BlkFace, here's your replacement. They trying to say none of y'all as good as Cardi B, I guess. Y'all don't have the looks as Cardi B and the talent, the music. What's the top rapper? Female. Where's she from? Give me one Black American artist from your soul that's on top. Female. Born and raised from the dirt. Give me one. Okay then. It's called Trading Places, y'all. The world has done Trading Places. But with Cardi, this is also called identity theft. That's what it's called. This called You've Been Replaced. And it's also Cardi B trying to pander to the Black fans. She went on goddamn Jennifer Hudson and now Gayleking. Trying to put on an extra tang. Trying to get them Black fans. Meanwhile, Jimmy Kimmel, he's kicked off TV. They're all together, y'all. What they say about Jimmy? Jimmy Kimmel says January 20th will be his last show, but he didn't make it to January. He claims, I'm leaving for Europe. The next morning, and never coming back. So he was fronting. Guess what? He said this in January, but his ass didn't leave. He should have left. And left. But what's my slogan? I say, they ain't never coming back. What Jimmy said. I'm leaving for Europe the next morning and never coming back. Because Jimmy know this shit over for real. He know Hollywood over. He just tried to keep his job as long as he could. But the one thing he wouldn't stop doing, he wouldn't shut up. So therefore, no. Jimmy also shot himself. Look what Jimmy said, y'all. Jimmy Kimmel says he wants to be P. Diddy's running mate in resurface video. They all been on the hot seat, man. The diddler incriminated all of them. To this day, y'all, I'm going to tell you this last shit. To this day, we do not know who's on the camera. But this all you got to know, y'all. You see all them right there? They all know exactly who's on all them cameras. You know damn well they all watch them. And my homeboy Moneybag Joe is the one that said, go get him. Oh, y'all keep forgetting. It was Moneybag Joe and the vice president that said Homeland Security, make us feel good. And that's what they did. When they went to that mansion, that was because of them, y'all. I told you, man. Y'all kept playing with them people. No. When they knew they wasn't there, man, them people didn't support them. They telling Joe to step down. Joe said, get them fucking tapes. I'm going to fix all their ass. Next thing you know, after that, somehow they all got evacuated. No. This is why when 2025, before it came in, y'all, I said 25 is going to be the year of the reset. They're going to reset the whole shit. And all of them going down because they showed their ass. And they all proved to us they are not good for Democratic votes. They got big-headed. They lost control of the Democratic Black communities. That is what happened. So like I said, when they were showing their ass, I think Jordan said, get them goddamn cameras. And I think they all watched them. And I think they all passed them off. So you got to know, y'all, if you don't know nothing else, just know them 250 video cameras was called, good job, sir. Good job, Sean. Good job. So that's why, just know, them cameras were not collected. Homeland didn't pull up with all that shit and jump out of parachutes for nothing. And just know, they got everything. So, it wasn't for us. Being that they got everything, that was to put all the celebrities in place and to have all them shaking in their boots. And I showed you, ever since then, from Denzel to Oprah, all of them been done. Because the truth is, I said some things we never gonna know, y'all, but they know everything. They know they on them fucking tapes. So that's why I say nobody has a leg to stand on. They just been out here fronting. They just been out here fronting. Get it? So, continue to watch Jay-Z's failure. And we need Dan to keep going because he's hilarious. But Dan, Just do this part. You and Cam, y'all at least need to give Harvey Weinstein his credit. Because if Harvey Weinstein didn't give it a thumbs up, the movie would have never been created. It wouldn't even exist. And y'all wouldn't even have a conversation to talk about today. So that's also why y'all being written out. Y'all did a whole lot of shit, but y'all didn't give people their credit. Y'all didn't give white people their credit. And y'all didn't give rainbow people their credit. Y'all just went on with the persona of fake black excellence without giving people their credit. So everybody y'all didn't give y'all credit to, they also serving y'all up. A lot of Hollywood directors got fired. A lot of Hollywood script writers got fired. I think they the ones making AI videos too. And I ain't playing with you. I think some of the people in Hollywood that got fired and lost their job, I think they snitching through videos on their ass too. Oh yeah, let me show you something else I said. You see this hip-hop website? Didn't I tell you, if you see hip-hop, what you gonna see? I'm looking at hip-hop. They showing me goddamn strawberry snow cones and shit. Ice cream cones. Well, if you see hip-hop, it's the marketing plots. So I just want you to see it's all coded. You go on TV during the Diddy trial, then what you gonna see? When it come back, they gonna start showing it more. No, y'all, it's an attack on y'all, man. I'm not finished yet. Check this out. You thought it was over? Didn't I tell you they all gonna be? No, let me make it clear for you. Let's go. Bingo. Who that, y'all? Holler at me in the chat. Holler at me in the back. Shout out to everybody in the back, everybody that's tapped in. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. The End of an Era. It's a saga. Live documentaries every day. Continue to watch your favorite content. Continue to watch them all. Continue to watch everybody. Just tap back in. Who's that, y'all? Who is that? Judge Linto. Did not tell y'all. When it's all said and done, they will all be off TV and they will all be online. She stepped down during the pandemic because I saw when it happened too. They started putting weirdos on her show. She wasn't with that shit. And I was looking at it like, she looking at this shit like, I'm not about to lose my fucking status and integrity over this shit. But I will. I want to show y'all the trippiest shit right now, y'all. Follow along, y'all. This the grand finale I'm about to show you. I'm about to blow all y'all mind with this shit. Everybody. Check this shit out. Remember when I told y'all they all online acting out roles, right? Because they all actors. This Judge Linto online, y'all, playing the sympathy broke role. See how she got a house set up? She goes live. I tell you, I want y'all to see through her. This the shit they've been doing for the longest on the gram everywhere. Yup. They started to come online like us and act. Meaning we go live naturally. They started coming online, acting out, going live. But they were going online with scripts and agendas. That's how they do it. Now, let me show y'all some shit, y'all. You see Judge Linto? She was on TV, right? Black Success. Look at her now, y'all. How she look now. Now, I'm just showing you this one thing. When you off that TV, you see the difference? When the power TV off your ass, she look like our grandmother for real, our auntie, right? But this the biggest joke. Check this out, y'all. Guess what? She playing a role. She's not broke. Check this out. She worth $20 million, y'all. Mind you, I looked it up, and not just one. When I look up net worth, I go to at least 3 to 5 sources. She worth $20 million, y'all. Playing a broke role. Guess what else? She got more money than every fucking rapper left. She got more money than damedash and Cameron put together. These are facts. So, I know why she doing this shit. Because like I said, y'all, it's not about what they got. They trying to keep money coming in. It's not about that. When you got your 20 million and you know, I can look at the next 5 years and know if I don't do something soon. See, so they starting channels to keep their money coming in, y'all. But I just wanted y'all to see the truth is Judge Lynn is fucking smart because she still got her bag and she working. Get it? Staying engaged with her fan base. But I just wanted you to see, y'all, the truth is she playing a sympathy role, y'all. So meaning, if you're not smart enough to look up her research, her network, you're going to think she doing bad, y'all. But she not. So I'm telling you, man, I tell you some people smart, guys. Judge Lynn from the old school. She thought, I ain't going broke. I'm going to play the role like I'm broke. Hell no. She worth $20 million. Meanwhile, what damedash got? Clifton Powell got 500,000. Pinky only got 500,000. He was in Ray, all that shit. Because the black celebrities of Hollywood are fucking sorry. What you not getting? They were spending their money off fucking off and buying shit and being freaky. They were being freaky, buying shit and tricking off. That's why they broke, guys. You know for a fact Judge Lynn wasn't on them fucking movies? Hell no. She got 20 million though. And she married and got kids. She still got 20 million though. So when I told my people, everybody's not with their bracket, y'all. It's still people you got that's winning, that's respected. It's just that we were told they were corny. We had your favorite. You like Judge Mathis more than Lynn Taller. That's all it was, y'all. Some of them were just more shinier, more than others. You see fucking George Brown, he was the clue. You see, he been got kicked off and turned into a YouTuber. She doing it gracefully. She stepped down from her job. She didn't get fired. I know the facts. I'm gonna be real. They kept having weirdos on her show, a lot of rainbow couples, and a lot of dumbass straight couples. She knew the young generation was fucking dumb. I'm just gonna be real. And all the cases was fucking stupid. And this is when I told you, I started to realize, like, all her cases was about social media shit. A divorce over cheating, pictures. She was like, I ain't doing this shit. Because I told you, after 2020, all the black, if you watch all the shows, this, for my man, all these shows are based on cell phones. How cell phones ruined y'all. I told you already. It shows about how cell phones ruined y'all marriage, divorce court. It shows about how cell phones get y'all caught to this day, first 48. How cell phones get y'all killed, for my man. Cell phones get y'all killed, Fatal Attraction. Those shows alone about nothing but black people dying. So when I was able to study this, they've been letting us know for the past 10 to 15 years, black people have been dying left and right over the dumbest shit. It's all documented. So when I said it's all over, it's over for a lot of reasons. But just know, she has $20 million doing nothing. Damedash, he still has to do a lot. So you see how the game is played? 20 million, play the broke role. Nigga broke for real, play the rich role. Either way, I told you, they all play roles. 2025, it's about deception. But those who can see, you got your glasses on. It's that simple. Other than that, everybody's success, support everybody. Because while you're watching everybody, you're going to see the truth. On that note, I will get out of here. Just know that nobody's going to escape the diddler. The trial will be back in a few more weeks. Stay tuned. Holler at y'all later. Enjoy y'all day. One. See that? Left that woman for dead. See that, Jay-Z? You didn't campaign to get them black votes. They made a point to say it. They said, yo, they said she's not getting no black man votes. See that face? You see how, when I tell you they was out for revenge after that? Do you know how embarrassing that shit was for her to have to sit right there with her husband? Do you know how embarrassed she was? You see it on her face. This was after she got dragged with AI videos. This was after the whole shit. No, I know woman. I know people, period. I saw her fucking face. She like, yeah. Nah, y'all. She got super humiliated. Then I seen all the people that supported her and the ones that did. Boy, oh boy. Yeah, they got revenge. She was able to laugh at all of them in the end. She laughing at them right now. Trust me on that. She is laughing now. Now she's laughing. Remember you ain't want to come? All right then. Now she laughing. You went for, all right, you went for 44 because you was on his nuts, right? All right, then. You ain't help her? So now they laughing at them, y'all. That's it. And all these niggas are finished. Dead, on the run. Jay-Z, the last one left. The joke's on him. And Cardi B is now a black woman. We out.